think we're starting?
Look at my stream when I do this. I found that really cool.
That's kind of.
I might turn you down a little bit.
Are you gonna turn me down? Am I too loud for you?
A little bit. Just a little bit. You might be a little bit louder than me.
So should I 30% boost my mic?
Don't. Don't.
I wonder if you would be able to turn me down at all.
I don't know.
Have it on my lowest and still fucking break the limit.
Yeah, I don't know how anything sounds right now. Honestly, I should probably switch to mine real quick to look, but
Also, if you're still here, Hasama, welcome to the stream, Hasama.
yeah. And for the first time ever, I'm gonna remember to do this. I just hit record.
Congratulations. Big step in life.
For people not knowing what I mean by that, hit record so I can edit audio in case this entire stream is just like screwed up in audio somehow. In case like, one of us is louder than the other or whatever the hell. I don't care. I'm doing that. Makes it easier on us.
Good for you, want a man.
Considering I've not done it since I've not actually pushed record since I started doing that. Yeah, I think I deserve one because I've never actually pushed it on time with this podcast. So maybe.
You're not getting one anyway.
Screw you, I'll get a medal from somebody else. I don't need your permission. Cold openings. They're so great. So hello everyone. Welcome to the Nerd Ensemble podcast, where we talk random nerd stuff, whether it be gaming, technology, movies, just whatever you could think of that you can call somebody a nerd for. We're it.
Well,
So yeah.
technically that would be anything in these days.
Yeah, but let's just say hardcore nerds then. Is that better for you? Just somebody who's like, not like, okay, well, I was about to say not necessarily like if you're going into an otaku stage or like super weeb in anime, but I'm like, well, we're kind of super weebs, so I guess it counts.
I think we're more weird because otaku I think is more.
They're
They are
too much.
They are so into the culture. It's like it's basically
So
Dragon Ball Z fans.
Jesus Christ. I don't know what is with my damn visualizer. I don't understand. I guess it's because of how loud you're talking. Even though my freaking bar, my bar is higher than yours. I even clipped just a second ago. I just saw that.
What? Oh.
No, it's a bad thing. I don't need that for bad things.
I
Oh,
never
my
check.
compressor's turned off. What the hell?
Huh.
Why's my compressor turned off?
Are you so? Why have I turned down myself on my strength?
Oh, I don't know. I gotta do this before doing this. But yeah, so anyway, we haven't even said who the hell we are for any new viewers of, audio wise or whatever. You can see visually who we are, but audio wise, I'm nexus71c.
I'm Sweden boy / Sweden cat boy. Watching.
I mean, that's right. You could stay Sweden cat boy and just be like, they'll get it. Because who the hell else will take
No,
the
because
risk?
if they search me on YouTube, I'm not.
I mean, it is what it is.
Alright, I'm gonna open up your YouTube on my phone and then.
You always do. You always do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do.
The proof.
Okay, I'm trying to do the compressor at the moment while we're doing this. This little, if anyone doesn't know what a compressor is, it basically just makes it to where it won't clip. Like it'll basically whatever audio level you set it to is the highest that you can go. Even if you scream, it will basically just like turn the audio down low enough to where it will not clip or it will not go past that audio level, but it'll be loud. So, I've never seen this. Pardon?
Nor have I.
Pardon?
No. It's too much
Ah,
trash.
I don't really blame you, to be honest. I don't blame you. It is rather trash. Okay, it's still going in red, which is fine. I just want to make sure it's not, terrible. Hmm.
Oh.
Huh. That's like a villager here. It's okay. I'm just gonna leave it on. Maybe it'll do something. Maybe it won't. I don't know.
Maybe.
I've literally left it at default setting, so who knows how that's gonna work out.
Yeah, we
Anyway,
know you're pretty default.
those are some punching words, buddy. Not necessarily fighting words, just punching. Okay, let me put all those in the group away.
Now we have Candy and no gamer.
Yeah, it's not confusing at all. Okay, so as for the way of topics, we already have some lined up, and after that, we have literally nothing. So I feel like this is gonna take maybe 40 minutes, 20 tops.
I mean, with how we normally start, like we can
we
sit.
usually start with something and then we ramble on. That's kind of the way this podcast works. So in a sense, like we can set a topic, but then I don't know where it'll just like careen off to like a whole other road. Not even a road. It'll go off road into the freaking military base and steal a jet like you're playing GTA. You're not even meaning to when you have some other freaking crap to do. So yeah, I think somebody's having an identity crisis.
Candy,
I
stop
think you
being
think
on
you think
Twitch.
Candy's having an
We
I
can,
think he's having huh. Having some issues there. Yeah. Again, for audio listeners, I am streaming this. We're both streaming this live. So yeah, if
Twitch
you want to see
channel.
chat and what people are saying, just go to the archive later on YouTube. So
Or actually watch it on live on streaming.
watching live would be better because at least then you're there and you could probably interact with us a little bit. It's one of the
Kind
things
of.
you don't usually see as an interactive podcast because most of the time people will not really do that.
I think we are like, that's one of few things about our podcast is in the beginning we didn't really wanted to do that, but then I think we changed it,
Yeah,
like because
we kind of wanted to stick to the norm. Most people don't interact with a chat or whatever. They just like talk about whatever. And
yeah, I
don't
think
worry
it's
about
more
how
that if they say random stuff, we're probably gonna ignore it a bit. But if it's about a topic, like yeah,
yeah, if it's about the topic, it's like okay, we'll bring it into the idea. But I mean, that's kind of thing. If anybody has any more topic ideas, they could bring it in. Or if people, I'm sorry.
did you just steal my thing, sir? I'm gonna have to copyright you for that.
I don't. I don't know.
He was gonna go.
I apologize if I'm clipping at this damn rate. I don't know. You can let me know, Candy, if I am.
Ah.
If at any point you just feel like it's too loud or something, stop sounding like you're taking a dump. Why does that have anything to do with what I just said?
Welcome to the podcast, guys. Nothing makes sense.
I'm trying to explain some things there. Well, okay. My point is that most people don't do the whole like talking to chat, but now we're going to. And basically, if you want to bring up a topic that if we don't have any topics to go for, or if you bring one up, we'll bring it up after. Uh, we bring it up after whenever we're done, or if it's interesting enough, we'll do it next. And if you have something to bring to the current topic, then we'll talk about that too in the current topic. I'll be like, oh yeah, that happened too. Whatever. And sometimes I'll literally go into Google search and just like put an image on the screen. Be like, oh hey, look at this thing. Go in. But yeah, so What topic shall we start with?
I think we should
Found
start
for
with The Last of Us.
All right, since we have
Because I feel like that's gonna be
we have
the shortest one.
we have an opinion to go for on this one.
Well, you have an opinion. I just
don't care.
I have
Do
not
you not have
seen.
an opinion after seeing it? Do you not have an opinion after just looking at? I mean, okay. Here's the thing. So, for people who don't know, The Last of Us has been like working on a TV show adaptation on HBO for about close to a year that we know of. I mean, they've been working behind the scenes otherwise, but they announced it sometime last year, I think, like early last year, or maybe before that. I don't know. But essentially, they have found two people they were going to cast. They now have casted a Joel and an Ellie. And while I'm not really against the Joel casting, I won't say who they are just yet. I'm not so sure about the Ellie. I mean, I've never watched Game of Thrones, so I don't know how she is, and I don't know
I don't even fucking
if she's played
remember
any
her.
other. If she's played in other shows, I don't know because I don't know her. I don't know who she
I'm
is.
gonna check up if
She,
I'm gonna check it up. Quick.
okay.
I have IMDb on my phone.
Yeah, she could be good. She can be a great actor or a great actress, but
What's the name?
Bella Ramsey. So yeah. Well, I guess we're going to say names since we're talking about it. But yeah, so Joel, the actor casted for him is Pedro Pascal, which if people don't know, if you haven't watched The Mandalorian, he's Mandalorian. And in the Wonder Woman 1984, he's I forget his name, but like the main bad guy. So he's both of them. That's the only roles I know of him, actually. I don't know any other roles that he's done. And I only know that Bella's done something in Game of Thrones because it was a highlight of what they were talking about. I mean, I get the idea that it's like, hey, it's HBO. They should like look at their source of actors first. Like look on the inside to see, hey, do we have any actors or actresses that would work for our favor here before outsourcing? So I guess it makes sense, but then it doesn't.
Yeah, she's done like 19 stuff. She's not done a lot.
Yeah, it makes sense. Any noteworthy stuff other than Game of Thrones?
I don't know. Requiem, 2018, one episode. Two of Joy, a movie seems like. Doctor Who Infinity, The
Okay,
Voice,
yeah.
Holmes and Watson,
I don't know what that is either.
Princess Emmy.
I don't know.
It's a cartoon movie.
I mean, yeah, I gathered. Also, apparently, I'm getting an overloaded encoder, but in reality, I don't care. There's not much going on screen, so I don't really care as long as it's streaming and the audio's coming through fine. If we start
Yeah, I don't
buffering,
think there's anything big she's been in. The biggest thing is she's gonna have been in is Game of Thrones.
yeah, that's probably. I
Mm.
mean,
If they
but
should
she's
have
been in
taken
noteworthy Game of
anyone
Thrones
from Game of
much.
Thrones, they should have taken the girl that played Arya Stark, if any.
I think they actually mentioned that. There's some.
She
folks
would
that
have been, but she's already like. For those who have not seen Game of Thrones.
Oh wait, I do know who you're talking about because I've seen her in other stuff. But
Yeah,
I
she's
don't remember
in
her
a
name, but I do know who you're
movie.
on
She's
about.
also in a movie from, or if it's a series on Netflix.
Yeah, I don't remember her name,
But
like
yeah,
her actual name, but I do
but
know who.
she's
Oh, yeah,
so
okay.
badass already in that show that I think she would do Ella. Yeah, Ella as good.
You mean
Ellie.
Ellie? You were taking Bella and just put
I'm
taking it at
just
the end.
tired. I have not been allowed to sleep. Someone
Uh,
threatened me.
Game of Horns. All right, buddy.
Um,
Yeah, but so basically, as I was saying before, when it comes down to it, I'm okay with it. Here, I'll go and pop up a picture for physical.
Maisie
So you can
Williams
see
is
like
her
their
name.
variants. Who?
Arya Stark. The
Mace Williams.
Macy Williams.
Macy Williams. Okay. I mean, yeah.
Let's see. I kind of need to check out that movie that we was talking about. She was in. I Boy. That's the one she was in. Watch that. I think it's a good one.
I mean, yeah, if they stick with the game lore, it's okay. But I mean, you want like, okay, the point with The Last of Us, two things that I had to mention, which I'll bring up in just a few, but it's just like I mean, yeah, you want the game lore, you want like the story, but it's also the performance, because in reality, if you think about it, the game is already a movie. And again, we'll bring that up in just a minute, but I want to show these real quick. Let's see. It's hard to type on this keyboard. Okay. Let me go grab the picture real quick. Just have to go down to it.
What is it starting up now? I don't know. Yeah.
I'm just grabbing it. Okay. So here we go. So yeah. Right here, it's a tiny picture. But yeah, so this is the cast. I mean, this is basically the two casted so far. Again, Pedro Pascal. I could see it. You know, they put on like the whatever it's beard prosthetic, because that's what's called, a beard prosthetic.
I mean, I
So you put
wouldn't
that on,
mind
make it look better.
visit the place.
Dye his hair a little bit, or wear a wig, either way.
Who visit the voice acting Joel again?
Troy.
That would be a fun one to have, actually, as the actual actor.
I don't feel like Troy could do the physical deal. I mean, granted, yes, but and no, she's not. But I don't feel like Troy could do. I mean, granted, he did motion cap. You know, he did. I was gonna say motion capture, but I mean, it's an actual word, motion. Instead of like, you know, voice actors, like motion actor or something like that. But point being is that sure, he did all that stuff, but physical appearance wise, like, I don't entirely know if they could really pull that off completely to like get it in the right light. And plus, I mean, you get the same voice just to go straight into it. It's like, doesn't really fit. I mean, you kind of want someone else to be it. It's an adaptation, not like a straightforward. I don't know, but basically, you got these two here. Like I said, Pedro, I think could actually work it out pretty well. Bella, I don't know, because I don't know how she is. But
I don't even remember
so far,
her character.
So far, just from looks, I'm not too impressed. I'm not really that impressed. But as for that, there are two more people that people wanted, like back in the day. So, give me just a second. I like how they did The Witcher. Well, The Witcher was the books. Like, it had nothing to do with the games. So that story-wise, it was all about the books. It had nothing to do with the games itself.
Isn't the
so
games
anything the
based
games
on the book?
established, yeah, anything the games established has nothing to do with the Netflix or the books, because it's just like it itself is an adaptation. So Netflix is just an adaptation of those books.
Yeah, so it's basically doing the same thing as the game. I think it's like a lot of the stuff that is in the game, in the first game, is in the first season of.
I had to grab a tweet of this one. Yeah. Just flip that around. Okay. So yeah, these two. You gotta admit that Caitlin Dever, that's how it was. I can't read it from this angle. I just put it down.
Oh.
But yeah, Caitlin Dever, how you pronounce that? Yeah, she looks literally like Ellie, and sounds like her. She can actually pull off a great Ashley Johnson. Like, can actually do like where her voice sounds pretty damn close to it. Like, I forgot where it is, but there's like a voice clip of her somewhere, like a specific one, where she sounds exactly like Ellie, in a sense. So it's just like, damn, like it would work perfect, like completely perfect. Like, not even a bad, like, there's no if they were to pick her, there's no way you could screw it up. It's just like, it's absolutely perfect. Like she could literally just be like it was someone in the ADR department or something, which ADR just means that people would go back in and do the voices after the performance, say like after the motion cap or after the basically just doing the booth. Okay, they're recording lines in the booth, and sometimes they can't get the actual actor, so they get someone else to do it. That's not just like them. So in this case, yes, this. Anyway, I don't know who Nikolaj Custer. Well, I don't know how to pronounce that, but point is, I don't know who that is, but people keep saying that that'd be a great Joel. Which by looks, sure, yeah, he looks like he'd be a good Joel, but I don't know how he sounds, how his performance is. So
Yeah, but you probably would not like someone because they tried to play right character, you know. And also, I'm not gonna lie, try to. I feel like Troy is a is it's he has his own voice. It's kind of hard to, I think, to mimic him as much as too much.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I feel like it'd be fine. I mean, they're not really trying to mimic. They don't need to have the exact voice. It's mainly just
Yeah.
like looking is what I'm mostly caring about. It's just the
Yeah,
fact
looks
that
is like I feel like it's
growth.
the more important part. Like if it's
Yeah,
too
as long as
much
they can
different, it's
somewhat look
the
the part.
same.
They can look a little different as long as they're like mostly on par. But at the very least, like I said, Kayla Diver. She looks on the part. She sounds the part. Pedro Pascal, he could probably look the part, with some additions, because like different
Kind of
kind of
missing a
makeup.
beard.
Like again, beard prosthetic. They can use those. Look at whatever his name is, Benedict Cumberbatch. Look at him, for example, in Doctor Strange. That was not a natural beard. That was a prosthetic. Like they just applied that to him. Now he has a natural beard, so in the future movies, they're going to use that beard. So his beard's now changed. But point being, yeah, it's they could put a prosthetic on Pedro. It wouldn't be an issue.
uh,
But yeah.
have you any information about where it's playing out? Like if it's
Like
playing
any of
out,
the story wise?
yeah, is it the same story as the game, or is it
I think
like?
it's literally the same. I think they're literally just straightforward doing the game. I
That's.
don't think it's any
I think
difference.
that's gonna work. Like I think
I mean,
that's.
there's nothing else you could do because if you think about it, the way this game worked, or the way that the story worked, is that obviously they have the first game story, and then they had the 5 years in between that and two, because they were already in Jackson. Spoiler alert for anybody, but it's not really much of a spoiler one. It's just like in Jackson. So, point is, those 5 years apparently, they got the flashbacks in the second game, and also, what are you gonna do with it? Because it's supposed to be like a super peaceful thing going on in between those years. There's not like super crazy stuff going on. So if you did do it, it wouldn't exactly fit correctly. I mean, they could, but it's like, eh. So they kind of just had to do the first bit.
Hmm.
I feel like they're not going to do a straightforward copy, obviously. They're going to, change it up.
I mean, it's kind of hard to do a straightforward copy because,
I
like,
mean, you could do a straightforward copy, but again, as I mentioned before, and I was going to bring up, which now we will, the thing about a lot of these video games, especially Last of Us and any other Naughty Dog game like Uncharted, and even some more games that have been coming out, like anything from Insomniac now, the Spider-Man ones, God of War, Detroit Become Human, a bunch of other stuff. They're literally interactive movies. That's what they are. They're long enough to be a TV show, almost like more than a movie, because you can play it for like hours on end. But it's just like that's why TV show works better for game adaptations than movies do. But the point is that a game is already fit good enough to have like a narrative speak. Like you don't necessarily need the TV show or movie to expand upon it. 'Cause it's like you get the whole thing of the game, and Last of Us, for example, it really already did all it could, which was amazing. So I don't know what they could add to this, personally. I have no idea what they could do. I mean, they could probably do plenty of things, but I'll find out.
yeah, I feel like if they're gonna do, that's the thing. I feel like if they're gonna do an adaptation from a game, a series is the best way because it's so much that you can't press in.
A series, as long as adaptations go in general, a series is literally what you should do all the time. You shouldn't be going in for a game or book or whatever into movies. I mean, it just doesn't. You cut out so much. Like, even for example, movies that have made a lot of money, Harry Potter, for example.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that lately, but screw it, I'm talking about it. Harry Potter. Yeah, sure, the movies were still successful, but the books had more story into it.
Oh, yeah, I can contest to that because someone has read it. Your time. Definitely not me.
I've read a little bit of, Sorcerer's Stone at the time, so yeah. Sorcerer's Stone, Philosopher's Stone,
What
it's
is it with
two
you
different
and
things. It's
Sorcerer's
stupid and weird.
Stone?
I didn't know. Look, it's either way. At the moment, I think I just read the localized version, which is called Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah, but
But
what is
yeah,
it with
everywhere else
the
is
United
Philosopher.
States being like, yeah, we're gonna
Because
switch
Philosopher's
names?
Stone is everything else. And also because Philosopher to them, it's just like, it doesn't work in the sense of the story, I guess. Because, I mean, granted, yes, if you think about it in reality, the Philosopher's Stone is actually the, whatever it is,
The stone.
the. It's like Philosopher's Stone is like an actual thing that is just like spanned years ago. It's literally real in this, or not real, but it's just like
The myth of it is real.
yeah. There's like a huge mythos going like way back for it. So anyone who's watched Full Metal Alchemist, because it deals with alchemy, obviously it mentions it a lot and it's a prominent thing. But the Philosopher's Stone and alchemy were real things. Just they didn't do it like that. Obviously, you can't freaking transmute things like that. It's just like mix things into a bowl or just turn two things and make it something else.
Huh.
That's what
I mean,
alchemy
this
was.
makes sense because the guy that made the Philosopher's Stones in Harry Potter, spoilers, happened to be an alchemist
Mm-hmm.
and a wizard, of course. But
Yeah, but they took the wizard thing too far in the American version, and then the movies decided to just throw out into sorcerer. So they're like, we'll just take the sorcerer gimmick. Woohoo! Did they?
all of
Did
them
they?
are sorcerers in a sense. But
I mean, yeah, I mean, they are a
I
sorcerer,
still
but
don't
it's a
understand the
general.
logic behind it. Like, it's
I
still
guess it's just like it was aimed more towards kids than it was anyone else, or at least like older kids, closer to young teens. Mostly that, yeah. That was like the main demographic. But was it Alex? Anyway, it was just like that kind of deal. I mean, you have just like all those that be like, well, what the heck's a philosopher in a sense? Like, why have that when you say sorcerer? It makes more sense because wizards, magic. Woohoo! Get into that whole logic. Okay, I could probably delete these now because we don't really need them.
I'm not saying the Harry Potter movies are bad. Actually, I love them.
I like the Harry Potter movies too,
Yeah,
mainly the later ones. I mean,
yeah.
well, the first and second one were great. I didn't care much for the middles. Like I didn't care for anything between
I
three.
fucking love Prisoner
Five
of
was okay.
Azkaban.
Five was okay. I've only seen it like twice, so I can't really give a good.
I feel like,
I can't
but
give.
that's the thing. Like, Prisoner of Azkaban is when it started to become a little bit more serious.
Obscure.
Like,
Uh,
also a pun. Welcome to that.
ah,
What do you mean? As you said, a pun. It was just so. I didn't even intend to. I was just wait a sec. Azkaban, serious.
I was gonna say something else, but like, that may not sound right, and I don't want Twitch TOS to jump on me.
But yeah,
I was going to avoid like obscurity, but there was another thing I was gonna say to add to that. You can infer, but I don't want TOS to get to me, so how about I don't? But I don't say it.
I said the stuff, so
Hint: he said serious. What comes after that? Don't say it. That's what I was gonna say. It's not a bad thing to say. It's a color. It's literally the color of the background of this
And
stream.
that would be
With
so
the
fucked if you're like talking about Harry Potter. Or they're like, he said a word that's associated with a color and a race. We need to cancel.
Yeah, the guy's name, Sirius Black. So I mean that's fine to say the name. But I'm saying in general, like I was going to use the last name at that point. Like you made a pun of Sirius. I was gonna make a pun with that, but it's like it might be taken too badly. So I'd rather not
I've
make
said
the joke.
more fight stuff on.
Yeah, but lately they've gotten worse. So I'm like, I'd rather not. I'd rather not get into Twitch's issues.
Well, that would be a whole episode.
Next time on the Nerd Ensemble,
Which,
two idiots debate how Twitch should be less stupid, even though they're very stupid themselves. More later.
and then did you also the fucking stuff with the emote? Oh my.
Twitch is looking at me like hungry wolves. Oh yeah, that is the thing. Yep, I did not see it myself, but I heard that. For anyone who doesn't know, PogChamp, because the actual person in the emote was not the great person, they decided to change the face. And in this case, they literally made it another emote that already existed. So they're literally the same emote. I forgot the name of the other one, but it's the same emote.
Yeah,
They
but
have not
not
changed it,
only
and they're
that,
both there.
people are so pissed that they're like, can't you just remove it and let people do their own for their
That is
own
the thing, because
channels?
we have custom ones. I mean, for one, for people who are affiliates, make a custom one. And even then, if you're going to make the argument of, well, what about it'd be nice for other people who aren't affiliates, then or they're not subscribed to this channel to use it. Better TTV, you have those too. You
Yeah,
can make one
like
there.
you don't.
Like, you don't.
Everyone even gives that argument
So,
basically. Like,
Even so, there were thousands of people literally lined out the freaking, I would say line out the door, but more like around the freaking parking lot out to the dang other businesses next to it. Not literally, Twitch headquarters. I'm talking about metaphor here. Of basically people giving their own versions of PogChamp, their own with their own faces, and just be like, hey, use this, use this, use this. You can take somebody famous, the famous streamer or whatever, take theirs, take their likeness, make multiple of them if you want to, make like 3 or 4 of them, and just have their name in front. Like, I don't know who's a big person on Twitch right now. Just use them.
and I'm more pissed that they are the Twitch is like not listening to the community because the community is just telling them like stop.
Really? That's a thing? Oh my god, I thought there was this whole time. Jesus.
No. And that's why I
Great.
prefer the next extinction community. The dev there listens.
See, the worst part is you're generalizing when, or not necessarily generalizing. Like, what's the opposite of that? Being too specific. I don't know. Point being is this.
Well,
like,
I have not. I can't say that I've been talking like the with other devs, but that specifically is like one of those devs that actually fucking listens. And then you have like.
I'm saying like we have multiple people who do that. Multiple devs, but it's one.
Yeah, but like.
That even we'll talk about it later because it's also on the list.
I mean, we could switch over to it now. I feel like we're done with the. Why is someone message?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got an update. I need to start staying.
Well, actually, it's D-Nighter, but I say DK Nighter because it's still DK and then Nighter. So I'm like, I just like calling him that DK. But he will literally go into the bug channels, into random stuff, just to ask people like, hey, what happened in your bug? What happened? Okay, I'll go try it. Then he'll try to fix it. He interacts. Which, granted, he's the only developer of the game, so.
Yeah, I think it's same with the guy who's Extinction. I think there's only one dev.
Wow, look at Stardew Valley. I'm pretty sure there's only one or like at least just like one main one.
I think it's only like I think there's only like.
It's a few people. It is a few people of devs, but it's not a very big team.
Yeah, I think it probably was one dev from the start, like.
Yeah.
Those stuff is, but.
Then it got big, and they're like, "Oh boy, we got to cash in on this." They did good. I haven't got to play the latest update, but I like the idea that it has local
if I buy Stardew, we should stream it. I mean, I already
Question
own
is,
it.
do you need to?
I own it on PS4.
Okay, but do you need to? Because again, local split screen, it has it now.
Yeah, but I
So,
don't want to do splits.
oh, don't want to jump on Parsec?
And I mean, I can already run it. I've already tried it. I think I tried it.
I mean, you can buy it if you want it. I mean, you should definitely, because support the people. Be good. They're good for it.
Support the people.
Support your local developers.
It's also only €11.
I mean, yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, it's on
And plus,
sale. That's why.
Well, yeah, it's on sale there. It's the whatever it's called, the lunar
So
moon.
it's 14
Lunar.
euro.
It's like a lunar year sale. But I mean, yeah, buy the thing. It's great. Get money. Great game. I still want to play. I do want to actually go back to streaming it one day because I did stream it for a little while, but that was a while ago. There's been plenty of updates now, and I don't know what all's changed. So like, I'm not gonna continue that save. I'll probably just play it again someday. I also got Hades recently, and I do want to play it. I've not played it yet. I'm debating whether to stream it because it's just like I've heard Hades is seriously good, but I've not played it yet. I haven't. I just haven't played it. I don't know. It's basically, you know, I'm sure you know what Hades is. Obviously, it's just like in a sense, Diablo type.
I've heard about it, but I've never watched it.
It's in a sense like I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's like a Diablo type dungeon
I
crawl.
thought it was like
maybe it's RPG kind of, but I don't know. It's hard to explain because again, I haven't played it. I've watched maybe a few seconds of it, or like close to a minute of it, and then I haven't watched it since. I don't want to watch anyone else because I don't want to spoil it. I just want to play it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to play it. Play it on my own. I can record it if I want to, make it a little bit easier, or stream it. Just stream it. Or I could just stream my first time playing it and then play it on my own. Woohoo. Welcome to Every Time We Stream. And also welcome, Sean. But yes, welcome to Every Time We Stream. It's definitely always this late.
Well, it's late for him. It's early.
Technically, it's still late because you haven't slept yet, so it's still late.
But this is always early. I always go to sleep early.
Mm-hmm.
I also need to buy Truck Simulator. I don't know which one I should buy yet.
Pretty sure American is cheaper.
But isn't it because it only has one game?
Well, there's still DLC to it, but Euro Truck is being updated a lot with a ton of DLC. So Euro Truck Simulator 2 would be, if you want the most content out of it, I'd say that'd be better. But
if you want the content, you do Euro Truck 2. But if you want just which one is better?
If you want it cheaper,
yeah.
Honestly, they're kind of similar to me so far. I mean, I've only got 2 hours in on American because I use a multiplayer mod, so I can play with anybody online. But you need to play 2 hours of it before you can do that. So the game, the mod trusts. Oh, hey, you have the game. But because it goes off your Steam profile, and it needs you need to play a game for 2 hours before Steam considers that is a game you own, like completely. I guess.
Because isn't it the one of the rules is like if you have played the game for 2 hours, you can't.
No, it's more. I think it's longer than 2 hours, but regardless, yeah, I don't know which is better. Because I mean, I've played a bit of American. It's great so far.
But is it
did
the first Euro Truck come out at the same time as the first
Maybe?
American? But
I've never played the first one.
Yeah, because that's the thing. If Euro Truck is newer, actually wait. Euro Truck.
Yeah, 2 hours refund policy. You're right. Yeah, so basically, you have to play the game for 2 hours to say that you completely own it. That's what the mods require. But yeah, good mods, by the way. I've only used it in Euro.
Wow, Euro Truck Simulator 1 doesn't exist.
It does. It just you have to buy it through another retailer, or like through disc. It's just not on Steam, I don't think. I mean, what's the point? Why have the first game when you have the second game that is everything the first one is, but better? I mean, so
Hey,
far,
it's actually the same price for both. $4.99 for both.
how much?
$4.99.
$4.99. No, that's not bad. Uh, Personally, like I said, I feel like there's more DLC to the second game, and also it's still being updated regularly. You know, with DLC,
I think
both of
there's.
them are being updated. Both of them are getting updates, but I think DLC wise, Euro Truck's getting more. So no, I go. And plus, you know, you're European. Would you rather go for something that's your areas or over nearby areas? What you gotta go for?
Is there 5 DLCs for them?
I don't know. I'd have to open up Steam. I will get to your question here in just a minute, Sean. I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Well, is it 73? Wait, you can't have 73 DLC.
So American Truck. It can. I mean, there's a lot of sticker stuff. Like a lot of not necessarily stickers, but there's a bunch of stuff. Oh, I have 12 DLC or 11 DLC in American Truck. Woohoo.
Yeah, how many?
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, so it's mostly
cap
paint job
accessories.
stuff that.
Yeah, paint jobs, cabin accessories. Yeah, that stuff.
How many actually,
Map
like,
extensions.
more of a DLC stuff is it? Like, apps and
If
stuff?
you go to view, I mean, if you go to view DLCs in the store or whatever, it should say there should be a map expansion thing. Probably in Euro Truck too, but Euro Truck there. So you have Oregon, Washington, New Mexico, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, and Arizona. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 or 7.
There's 7
Back up.
maps.
7 maps. There's cargo packs, tuna packs, paint names. So those would be good. But 7 new areas in American.
And they're gonna release us a Portugal map apparently.
Yeah, I heard about that. Store.
Yeah, but here's
Nice.
the thing though, it's so fun because if you go to Britain, it's like the
France.
worst place in playing a game on. It's playing in Britain.
Let's see, France, Italy, Black Sea. I don't know where that entirely is, but where the Black Sea? Oh, it's near Romania, Bulgaria, Turkey, all that kind of stuff.
Yes, Scandinavia.
Albania, Scandinavia, the going east.
Which is funny because do you see Scandinavia
Okay,
does only have 3
7.
flags?
Still 7.
They have exactly the same amount.
So same expansion wise, but it depends on how much content. Because I mean, you're talking about a state, just one state, which granted a lot of countries in Europe are equivalent to the size of a state here. Some of them. Not all of them, but some are maybe 2 or 3 states is like the equivalent of a size of a country there.
How does the packs work, by the way? Is it like if you sit, can you play all the packs at the same time, or like you have to play a specific
I mean,
pack?
it basically just it allows them to be on your map because usually it will show up on your map and you have your starting points, and I guess you have the DLC. You can then start at that DLC mark, maybe, or you just drive there. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you got plenty to go for.
I definitely want the Scandinavia one. Mostly because here's the thing, even if okay, not gonna lie, I hate Sweden as a country, but like if you go like north, like in the northern part of Sweden, it's so beautiful. Like
Huh. Yeah, I was reading what Sean sent out, and also it sounds familiar. It sounds familiar
why not?
for people at home. A game where where there's a monster that has a head square, square head, with 4 comedy tragedy masks on each side that would spin depending on what the monster was doing. If any attacking.
Sounds like Thanatos from Percy Jackson. That was my first thought. I was like, wait, that's Thanatos.
I get that, it's the drama mask, comedy tragedy, but I don't know. Or theater masks, I should say. But I don't know. That doesn't sound familiar though. Mostly because there's a lot of games that use those.
Probably buying Eurotruck mostly because I want to go through Scandinavia.
Alright, Eurotrack's fine. I don't care which one you get. Whichever one you get, play 2 hours of it, install the multiplayer mod, and we can both play it.
And then I
Stream it
sit
together.
there like in
Would
like
be
And then we come to
I'll say-
Britain.
I'll say this: it's the perfect streaming game because you drive for so long. I mean, it's like one long trip could be up to an hour, like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe less than that. But it's a huge long trip, and I feel like honestly, we could actually have a podcast episode in the game, just like us driving as a background element, and then just have us talking over it podcast wise.
And then we come, and then
Perfect.
we get almost crashing because none of us is focused on driving.
It would work as a great what's the word?
Yeah, it's like one of those games that's like so relaxing that it's like
It's like an in-game talk show or in-game podcast. Which I don't know the exact like sort of segment we could have where it's like every now and then we can do that where we go into a game and have it as a podcast episode in game.
oh yeah,
Plenty.
we need to do this online game called We Were Here. Costing money.
I have heard of it.
It's like a co-op game where you have two people in two different rooms.
Let's see.
Okay. Do I not have the first? We're here, yeah.
We were here. Oh yeah, we were here together. We were two.
There's a free version of it. I think
Here.
that was the first game.
Let's see what we got here.
Stuff. Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't I have this on Xbox? I think this is a Game Pass game. I'm not sure about that actually.
Because that's a co-op game. Just because we are so good at co-op.
Are we now?
Yeah, there's one that is free. That's the one I have.
Well, the We Were Here Together, I think, is the one you're thinking with the co-op bit. I don't
Nope,
know if
both
it's
has co-op.
different.
And
Why the hell even have the option?
up play.
I mean, it's not bad. It don't look bad. You know, but the first one I can't really tell because the video was just like, whatever the hell. The second one though, or We Were Here Together, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's a
Let me
newer one.
stream
Like
it real
it's
quick. Let me look at We Were Here 2. Looks like I think We Were Here 2 is the actual second one, while We Were Here Together is the third one. Maybe. Well, no. Maybe We Were Here Together is a different thing. I think that's something entirely different. It's entirely different looking from the game because the first two look medieval. The third one, or We Were Here Together, it's just like in like a snow place. You know, like they're in the Arctic. It doesn't look anywhere the same.
there is.
Yeah, okay.
We Were Here Series bundle. What do you get? Yeah, We Were Here is part of the bundle.
Oh.
But what was it? We Were Here Together, We Were Here too? Is it that?
Resident Evil Outbreak? What are you talking about?
Outbreak.
I'm talking about I don't know Outbreak wise. Only he was saying Outbreak, and he's talking about Resident Evil. I'm like,
It's like a Resident Evil.
well, there is a Resident Evil Outbreak, but yeah, okay. No, not Outbreak and stuff. Never heard of it. Where's
Break. To the next. Wait. Outbreak Island.
I don't think that's what something about. It's pretty old, I'm imagining. I love Resident Evil, so there's like the puzzles and everything for the original. So
Yeah, this is not cheap. It's only €16. Well, expensive, I mean.
For somebody like me who is currently very
Yeah, but it's on sale, so or actually is it on sale or is it like it's giving you like oh yeah, here's a bundle disc. It was 50%.
$16 has now turned into expensive again. There was a time when $16 was pocket change, to where I could shell that out for a game if I cared. It was like, oh hey, this thing's good, bye. Now
But
it's
yeah,
like,
we should play the first one that is free. You can afford a free game, correct?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe, maybe not.
Oh my god. Well, you're too so poor that you can't afford the free stuff.
But yeah, we were here. So I mean, yeah, we could definitely play the first one. It's definitely back on medieval theme. I
Ow!
don't think we were together as part of the same series. Like, I don't know. It's Total Mayhem. Damn it.
So we're gonna go into something totally different about
Well,
a game
no, no,
about
no, no.
updates.
It's same people, same game series. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about a game with updates. Then I don't know what happened. I don't know where we went wrong.
Yeah, I never heard of those, Sean, of the Outbreak games. I mean, it sounds familiar, but I can look real quick before we move on to our next topic. I'm seeing everything that has nothing to do with Outbreak. I see Resident Evil 2, Pandemic Outbreak, Contagion VR Outbreak. Oh, no, nothing came out of VR thing. Here we go. Here's one of the games: Outbreak, New Nightmare. Or here's just Outbreak. I'll look at that one. Let's see.
No, we derail it too often ourselves.
2-player split screen co-op. I mean, yeah,
Ooh.
that's not bad. Optional player. It's not bad. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of SAS. You know, SAS Zombie Assault. It reminds me a lot of the same style and everything, except it has like the inventory system that looks closer to Resident Evil. So
Let's
takes
check.
Resident Evil elements,
Um,
but looks like SAS.
what was the Euro Truck bundle?
I mean, for the record, I won't buy the DLC for a while. So whatever you do, if you're gonna play the game and you buy everything, don't start in Scandinavia. Don't start there, because then I can't see. Then I can't be anywhere near you.
What bundles do you have, or what DLCs do you have?
I don't think I have any in Euro actually. Hold on. Manage. Oh, one DLC. I don't have any in Euro Truck. In American, I have 11. What do I have in American? Manage. I have. Oh, okay. In American, I have Arizona, Freightliner thing, International, Star, bunch of stuff in Nevada.
I mean, if you have like all DLCs for American, maybe it's better that I buy them.
I have 11 of the. I mean, I only have Arizona and Nevada for the maps. I don't have any of the rest, so I'm missing a few. Actually, I don't even see Nevada on here. Where is
There
that?
is a free DLC. Oh, it's a Brock.
That's nice. Oh, hey. Oh, Arizona's free to play. Arizona is a free DLC, free map. So
Check what's free on the Euro Truck if they have a free.
I can check. Because I mean, honestly, I like both. I played Euro Truck for a long time, and then I got American.
Do you start in England in Euro Truck or not? In England,
You pick. I started in Netherlands.
Yeah, because I kind of want to
You can guess
avoid
where.
going to England as much as possible because
Trust me, there's a lot of freaking place like they had to deliver to, like Newcastle and all this other shit. I'm like, oh,
not left traffic.
yeah. Like I've been doing it so many times. Like because I went the longest route, so it would be a lot more time, I guess. But yeah,
And
no,
then you
there are no
get
freeze.
the one with like, here, by the way, you need to do this. Like, but I don't want to go to England.
See, the problem is, if I still had a steady income, I would buy these outright as they're on sale. But
Ah.
considering that these probably go on sale a lot, when I get income again, I will probably buy them on sale. So you can get your truck if you want. It's just going to be a while before I get any DLC. So that is on you. Whatever you want to do. Go for Euro to get the one you were actually excited for. Because American, the only thing I can say about the American one so far, I don't really know. I don't know
mean,
what's the difference. I don't know the difference. I mean,
well, one is in a trash country and one is on a trash continent.
well, I'll say this: in Euro Truck, I feel like there are more like country roads in a sense. Like there's more like you won't find many like actual towns or cities unless you go to one. Like the ones you're going to deliver to, there won't be much on the way. When in
Yeah,
America, in the American Truck Simulator, you'll see a lot more like cityscape builds, or like you'll see like a highway. Like you're mainly just traveling a highway the whole time. So it's
that's
just
the
like
thing about actually. That's actually true about Europe. Like we have so more. Like yes, we have a lot of highways, but like we
you have more
also have a
roads
lot of side roads
than
that
highways.
doesn't connect because you can't have high roads. Like if you're a fucking small town in the middle of nowhere, you're not getting a fucking highway.
I mean, in American Truck Simulator, you mainly take the interstate, so you're mainly just taking the highway to places, and a few like off road, a few just normal roads, but it's mainly the highway.
Yeah,
While in Euro Truck, there are highways, and I guess what you would still call would you even call it an interstate there? Do
you
you
don't
guys know?
have an interstate.
Okay, because us we call it the interstate because obviously it's literally a highway that travels through states. Like that's why it's called that.
Yeah,
It travels through each state.
is that like how many states does it go through?
They're different ones, like different highways. So it just
Oh
depends
wait,
on the highway.
is Road 66 one of those that is like an in?
Route 66. That's one of them.
Huh. Is why
Yeah,
is that road one of the most famous ones?
it's Route, and I don't. Where is that located? Hold on,
Isn't that the one in LA?
I think. Let me check.
Route.
Might should be a place too, or like a thing. Route 66. Okay, it goes from Las Vegas to Missouri. Okay, it's Las Vegas one. That makes sense. So
It goes up to like some goddamn lake in like.
it makes sense. So it goes from starts off near Las Vegas, in Vegas, goes all the way to essentially somewhere in Missouri. But yeah, it's very popular because Las Vegas is a very popular place. You want to gamble your life away, go to Vegas. And also, if you want to get charged like maybe $500 for a one night stay at a hotel room, yeah, go to Vegas.
$500 a night?
I'm guessing. I don't know. I will literally check. You know what? Screw it. I'm right here. We have internet. Let's check. Let's see. One night room, Vegas. People are gonna look at my search history and think, is he trying to plan a flight? No.
Or they think you robbed a bank or something?
Most, the most expensive. Let's look at that. 100,000 per night is the most expensive, and it's in Vegas. 100,000.
Why would
Okay,
you
no,
spend
okay.
100? I
Okay,
hope this service is good.
Okay, so in the main areas, I was honestly just exaggerating. I wasn't being serious about the 500, but 100 is definitely one of the higher ones. 165 one night stay for one person. One person each. So 44, 71 is an 18 one. I wouldn't trust that one.
18,000 or $18.
$17. There's a $17 one. I wouldn't trust those low ones. You probably get very screwed
Eh.
over.
That 100K one, I definitely hope it's good.
Also, another thing about Vegas, the reason why I also say it's very expensive otherwise is that they have systems in place where if you use items, it will charge you for it. So if you open the fridge, it will charge you for opening the fridge. If you take an item out of the fridge, it will charge you for that item you just took out of the fridge. If you, I think there's even some places where if you try to sleep on it or sleep on the bed, it'll charge you for how long you're in that bed because they have like a weight sensor or something that just like triggers. There's a bunch of stuff they'll charge you for just doing any of that.
Oh, I
So
accidentally
it's just like
opened
you don't
Minecraft.
want to use, and obviously don't do that. You'll kill your system. Uh, you have all that. You have obviously room service and stuff like that. If you want to get stuff delivered to you, don't just go eat. Go out and eat. Even though it can be still expensive there because Vegas is a tourist trap. Everything's gonna be expensive. It'd be best just go out to eat. Don't eat what's there in the hotel because you're gonna
Yeah,
get
in general,
charged at
like
the end.
the only thing you should eat in a hotel is a buffet.
I've been to a tourist trap, like I've been to plenty of them, but one of which that's like 9 hours from here, roughly. Well, it's a little bit lower than that. I think it's like maybe 4 or 5, but it was a school field trip, so it was like a bunch of pit stops. But what is it? Yeah, okay. I think it was like for an ice cream cone, it was like $5. No, I think it was like $12. Then a Coke was 3 or 4. That doesn't sound too off, but it's just like actually no, it was like 4 or 5. Actually, yeah, 4 or 5 for the Coke and like almost 12 for an ice cream cone. So it's just like they charge you a lot.
Yeah.
Izquierdo.
As I said, the only thing you should eat in a restaurant is the buffet. Like if they have a buffet and you not a
Well, if it's a restaurant.
hotel, if it's a hotel, if
It's
at
probably
least a
something gonna do.
breakfast, normally
Uh,
it's great,
that
and you
depends on where you're
often
going.
add it
I
to
mean,
the.
sure. I mean, yeah, sure. It's gonna taste amazing, but it's also going to burn a hole through your wallet. So I don't know about that.
Normally, when here where we go on cruises a lot between Sweden and Finland,
Yeah,
we
that's
normally buy.
over there.
We just buy in the. It's cheaper to buy a buffet uh, with the package. Like you buy the packet, a whole package.
I
It's
mean,
way
yeah, you want to get it
cheaper.
free. I mean, yeah, you want to get it beforehand, but point is, like, I mean, yeah, that kind of stuff would be cheaper, but I'm saying this type of deal is like way more expensive. Obviously, I'm pretty sure Vegas is entirely more expensive than a dang cruise liner, depending on what you're doing in the cruise liner.
Well, you have this cruise line that goes around the world. Apparently, that's probably
That's probably very expensive.
that probably is the one thing that can rival Vegas.
Probably.
So if as I understand, it goes. I don't know if I would wanna go on a cruise like that goes around the world. In a sense,
Yeah.
like
The thing about it that I also think, another thing I just remembered, that whole $100,000 thing a night, that is nearly 100 round trip. Not even like more. It's almost 200 round trips to everywhere in the world almost. Maybe a little bit more, not counting what the expenses there, like to the place. Just like if you were to fly off to somewhere and then come back without doing anything that whole time, not staying anywhere, not eating the days you're there, all that kind of stuff. Just fly there, come back. That expense. It's like nearly $500 to $1,000, depending on where you're going. Like if it's like far away, like if you're going across seas and such. So it's just like you're wasting a lot of money spending the night at that hotel rather than just going to see stuff. Screw Vegas. Go to fucking
I
New
yeah
Zealand
I
or some shit.
you know that's the thing. I don't want to go to Vegas mostly because not because it's like I don't think it's bad. But, or well, I heard it's actually a bad place to be at. Like it's not as amazing. Well,
I'm sure you get robbed immediately. I'm sure.
yeah, it's called a
Well, don't
casino.
give me money. Well, yeah, that's obvious, but I'm talking about like muggers.
Yeah, but I think it's like
Yes, casinos are muggers, but it's more legal.
yeah, I feel like that's the thing. Like Vegas is so it's like it's actually not as good as it looks like because it's like what do you say? Like it's only looking good on the outside.
Honestly, that's the only reason I would go is just to look at it. I would drive through the place. I wouldn't stop. I'd probably drive through the place, maybe go in just to look, unless it has like an entrance fee, and that's it. And then I'll drive off. I just want to see what it looks like. Like, when my own, it's not through a video or uh, through someone's lens. I want to just see it and be like, okay, and we'll go. I don't want to spend a lot of money here. I want to be an idiot. I don't care if somehow I get a ton of money out of like the first few tries. Those first few tries could bankrupt me and even cause me to be in debt. So no, thank you.
I mean, you still need money to play first place.
I know, but I'm saying in general that you could use the money, and obviously it's gambling. Use the money, get more money, but I wouldn't want to attempt it at all.
You should have bought GameStop.
Should have bought Zoom stocks. Things we could have done.
Like no one even believed that GameStop would rise.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a good idea to do it these days. GameStop is a little fucked.
Yeah,
Not great.
but they were great ones.
I mean, sure. Whenever they bought, whenever like over here when they bought EB, friggin' in Canada, they still have EB games. I'm like,
In
that
Australia too.
sucks. We don't. Yeah, we don't have that
They also
because we used
owned the
to. We used
game.
to, but GameStop bought them all.
They also
Yeah,
had
game in
a
UK.
game, and then game went out from GameStop, and they bankrupted.
Oh
But here
boy.
was the thing: the difference between GameStop and Game was that the games still sold like older games. Like that was the good thing. GameStop just sells like new games. They don't actually care about the old games.
They mostly do. I mean, they still have like the huge pre-owned section, but it's like you are really, you're really gambling with that one. It's just like you're either going to get a game that works or a game that doesn't, or if you're one of those people who likes to have a collection and you want to get a pre-owned game, you got to be sure not to get the GameStop case, the one that they provide for you when someone just gives you the disc. And they come, who does that, by the way? Who comes into GameStop with the disc itself? Just like, hey, I want to trade my game in. Here's the disc. Like, the hell are you, man? Like, don't do that.
He's a
Come in with a disc.
monster.
I mean, here's the thing: if you want to trade in something to get money, bring the case. You get more money out of it. I know some games that you can get maybe $10 just the game, and you bring in the case, it's like 40. Bring in the case; it matters. You get more money out of it.
Yeah.
And again, collectors get that. Anyway, speaking of games, we have a topic that we should get back to.
What do we do? We have topics? What is this?
But before we return to those topics, the thing to get to again is just you pick whichever you want. Again, you can go for Euro Truck or American, whatever you choose. I mean, I have them both, so
And maybe if someone is nice, maybe they buy you deal.
that'd be nice. It's okay. Nobody donates to me anyway.
I got a donation, by the way, a while ago.
I was kind of hoping you would jump on that. Anyway.
But also, back to, let's say, Phasmophobia.
I mean, okay.
Like I wanted to do like 2 hours ago, but then we start talking about.
Well, I was gonna pick the other thing, but that's okay.
Yeah, I
First
mean
was good.
we're into gaming at the moment.
Well, the other one's games too, but
It's a
what was
Stadia. Stadia is boring.
yeah, it's still gaming. It's just to talk about, but we'll get to that after. Spoiler alert. Phasmophobia. Yeah, we talked about this. I'm pretty sure the last time, because I'm sure the last time was. Jesus Christ, we're so terrible at this.
Is this no? This is this is the last. This is the first podcast of the year, I think.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm pretty sure we did one last month.
No, we didn't.
You sure?
Yeah, because I called the last episode "The End Is Near," and that was before Christmas. Are you serious? Have we not?
Hold on. I gotta go look at this now. There's no way. Channel videos.
Yep, December 28th, episode 24.
Son of a bitch, Jesus, we're terrible.
It's almost been 2 months.
Alright.
Okay. Oh god, this is the first episode of the year.
See, this is what I was talking about, buddy. We're really terrible at like keeping schedules in check.
Yeah, it's not only that, like lately, I think we mentioned this the last time. It's like,
yeah, we don't have a lot to talk about
because
there's
nothing happening.
There's nothing happening. I mean, it's mainly because of the whole pandemic deal. There's not a lot going on to even talk about, and even if there is, it's like we don't really want to talk about it because who the fuck cares? we want to talk about something that matters.
Like Phasmophobia. And
yeah, like Phasmophobia. What a great segue.
And it's goddamn updates like every day.
Like every day to every other day. At one time, it didn't have one for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I think it was like a few like last week, and it's like weekends. Sometimes they don't up. Some weekends it's
sometimes they won't. I mean, I'm sure it's obviously because DK wants to take a break. I mean, he freaking works on this nonstop. I'm like, damn, dude. I mean, I'm sure he's made quite a living off of this game. I'm very sure of that. I mean, he has to. Granted, obviously, he has to pay for the servers. He has to pay for it being on. I mean, he has to pay Steam because whenever someone gets a sale, he gets a cut of the game, which is like what 30%.
I don't know.
30% of a cut. That's what they get. Steam gets 30, he gets the rest because I don't think he has a publisher in any kind of case. So I don't know. If he does, then yeah, that too. And then obviously, I think that there's also an Oculus port, so he has to pay Oculus too. It's like Jesus, man. But regardless, yeah, he works on this thing pretty crazily. Towards like almost every day, there's an update, and we're talking about the beta, obviously, because there hasn't been a main branch update in a while, which I'm okay with. A lot of people are like, oh, but I want the main thing to be updated already. It's just like, it's the beta. Play the beta. It's not hard.
Actually, also free to play the beta if you own the game.
I mean, it is. But the thing about it is that, I don't know, it's kind of that way with everything. With any kind of game, any type of like program or something that like has stable and unstable builds. The stable ones, they can take months to almost a year to even get an update, while unstable ones are usually nightlies or weeklies. So yeah, this is pretty accurate.
And I think the next major update is gonna be a new map. That's the thing, like the major
yeah, but
official release.
I guess. I mean, he's trying to. Well, not the next official release, but he's gonna try to get Dimension worked on soon enough because he wants to do that.
Yeah, I think is that the next map, dude?
There's 2 maps, but one is Dimension.
I want the hospital or the sewers.
I think hospital is actually one of them. Well, technically, we already have a hospital. It's called an asylum because it's a.
Yeah, I think this is more of an actual hospital. Oh, don't do. Hopefully, I hope he makes this like a 4 storage unit.
A what?
A 4 storage unit, like the hospital is a 4 storage unit. There's like 4 upper floors and then a basement.
4 storage unit. What the fuck? Why would you? I don't even get it. All right.
It's called for 1, 2, 3, 4. And a
You
basement
said
of.
storage.
I don't know.
Story.
3 storage unit, Canada.
Again, storage unit. It's just it's a 4-story building.
That would be so fucking
Four,
cool. That would be so
I mean, yeah,
amazing.
it's usually how hospitals are, like bigger hospitals, but who knows how it would do. I mean,
With a
obviously, if they do
basement
that,
where the morgue
it'd be
is.
high. Jesus Christ! Imagine the ghost in the morgue.
You're gonna be like, I'm going home now. I remembered it. I
Like,
forgot.
okay, everybody, and the ghost room's in the morgue. I am leaving. Yes.
I mean, it kind of makes sense that there's a ghost in the morgue.
Yeah, kind of.
Actually, no. Because how often do you die in the morgue?
I'm
Oh,
surprised there isn't a church, like a chapel or something, because I mean, the chapel, the cemetery in the back, and in this case, it's the only place outside that a ghost could hunt is the cemetery. In this case, because that would be a good way to do it.
yeah, but I feel like a chapel in general would be like too small.
There's some pretty huge chapels, buddy, like some really huge ones. So you could do those. I'm talking like the freaking 2-story ones that are like giant. And again, the main attraction would be the cemetery.
Or
So,
one with
and then you
catacombs.
also have like actual underground, like you actually have like the cellars underneath.
Yeah. Or catacombs. I want catacombs.
I mean, yeah, catacomb. That'd work. That could be a thing. Church catacomb.
We just try to make the game more scary than
I
it
mean, it's
already
the
is.
idea. Is it?
Like I sat yesterday, I'm not fucking kidding. I was terrified yesterday. I played alone. Oh wait, I was
Well, playing
yesterday. But
alone. Yeah. Playing alone's always, rough.
hey, if you're up early tomorrow, maybe we could join me. I can sacrifice you
Uh,
for the ghost. I mean, what?
the earliest I get up is like 5 in the afternoon. So good luck with that.
I mean, I streamed at like 10, 11. I just, and then I was like, fuck this game.
Well, I don't get a chance to immediately get on here. Here lately, I haven't been able to even like do anything in here. Like I haven't been able to turn a single thing on. I just wake up, go into the living room, and I have to stand there for pretty much until like midnight, 1 o'clock, sometimes even 2, and then I'm allowed to come back in there. So
What are you doing on it?
I have to take care of my sister. It's just what I have to do. She won't go to anyone else, or even if she does, she gets all annoyed. And for some reason, she likes it when I'm the only person to actually sit there with her while she goes to sleep. Hell
Huh.
if I know. Little sisters, there's something else.
Oh,
Little siblings, I should
I
say.
don't like my sister.
Depends on who you got.
Uh,
Yeah, when it comes to phasmophobia, though, there's a lot of ideas that are obviously thrown around like crazy.
they
People
need a
wanting to
new
get
ghost type. I like.
they do, but I feel like they should make a lot of stuff. I don't know. I feel like what they got now isn't enough evidence-wise. I feel like there should be more types of evidence. I mean,
I feel like the footprint in the salt could be more of an evidence.
yeah, but I
'Cause
mean that's the thing though. The footprints are currently it's set to a limited deal because it's like they disappear very quickly. So even if that was an evidence piece, it's like, eh, if it wasn't changed, then yeah. Because then you have to take footprints away from everything else at that point. If it's just one ghost or these type of ghosts have footprints, then the rest wouldn't get it.
Like rape. It shouldn't need. It shouldn't have. Its weakness is so stupid.
Mm.
Like, oh, it can float,
That's
but
like
it's also allergic to salt.
I honestly the only thing that means is because a wraith teleports. So all salt does is it stops that. It'll stop it from teleporting. That's all it does. Like that's what it means by it's toxic. Just like it stops the teleporting. So the whole thing of like it phasing through doors, which every ghost does, but this one teleports through, into other rooms, then yeah.
So if you know the ghost room and you know it's a rape, you just put salt at the door.
Well, it's not going to stop it from going through the door. I
Oh,
don't think.
but how the fuck did this become
You can still make it walk
supernatural?
because it's kind of accurate. But you got that. Uh, Something more types of evidence like blood, like blood on the ground or some could be something. Even just like as an interaction piece that spawns at a lower rate than a Ouija board does. You just have blood on the ground. It's like there's something else to go with.
That is stuff that is like I don't really the
There's
gathering
some people,
evidence part. I want also like photographic.
like, a lot of more stuff you can like take a picture of that you just rarely find. And there's some people who've made some suggestions about like different types of ghosts and everything. Their type of evidence. There's like one where what is it? It's like an evidence of like blood running down the walls or something, and then a bunch of other things, and then like a low
That
sanity
would
mode.
work for like demons.
Yeah. Then there's like a low sanity option where if you get low enough, everything starts like going nuts. Like you'll start seeing fake hunts where only the people who have the low sanity will like it'll look like a hunt to them, but everyone else isn't getting a hunt. And whenever if a ghost catches you or something, it won't kill you. It'll just like give you like a huge scare, which would in case like lower your sanity more or do something else. I forget what it was. But yeah, it's just like you have that type of deal because it's a lot of hallucinations. You're seeing a bunch of stuff, and
Oh god, that would be the worst in a solo game.
yeah, because you think you're actually getting hunted, and it's like, oh crap, hide, and it's like, oh, caught, dead, no,
But
okay,
that would
just
mean
go
that
back.
you could just check the outer door.
It could be locked for that one player. Like it could actually lock it because to that hallucination, it's like, oh, the door's locked, I can't get through. It's like, no, you can get through. No, I can't. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
you're
but that would
hallucinating.
be too much to program. Remember, they don't even do the pathing.
Well, when it comes down to it, pathing again is still a very difficult process. Like it is honestly still difficult to do for that kind of thing because
I
even
mean,
like big games can't do that kind of thing. Like look at I mean, a good example in this case, zombies from Call of Duty, like Call of Duty zombies. Like back in the day, a lot of these existed. A lot of these safe spots where you could just sit in. They will never come up to you. They will never know you were there because that is a safe spot. It's just like their pathing says you're somewhere else. One of
mm,
which is my favorite is the Call of the Dead glitch, which I highly doubt they'll patch it now because it's Black Ops One. But at the lighthouse, if you open up the middle door, what is it? You open up the middle door and like the downstairs door will go down to the bottom door. That'll go outside, like the outside entrance, which is like right across from the boat. But you don't open up that door at the bottom, and then you go back, sit on those steps, like line yourself up. The zombies will not go towards you. Maybe the ones that spawn right next to you, they may, but nothing else will come towards you. They'll run off and like go all the way and be stuck behind that one door. You just shoot the door. And then whenever a power up comes up, you can run to the door and it'll collect it. But yeah, that kind of stuff. Basically, it's like sort of the same thing of like you'd have glitches like that would be fixed later. So it was nice. But I feel like he could do it given enough time, but considering it's only one dev, I don't really fault him for it. It's just like it's the easy way out in my mind. I mean, in the in both the farmhouses, Grafton and Bleasdale, he just puts a bar stool. He just puts a bar stool where the boxes are.
I think the issue was also like I think I know where the glitch was. It got stuck on the to get down on the staircase. It got stuck on the.
I mean, it's not really that he gets stuck on it. It's more so that when you're sitting there, the ghost thinks you're sitting on top of the stairs. That's what goes up there a lot. But it also has it where it's like you're upstairs, but you're also on the ground floor. I register you are on the ground floor, but your pathing is set, like your waypoint is on the stairs. So it can't decide which to go to. Like it doesn't know. Because you're right underneath the stairs and there's nothing underneath them. So it's just like, what do I do?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I still love the fucking joke I
facts.
did on Grafton.
Yeah.
You and Shorty were just standing there watching me just running around.
Yeah. Him watching as he's dead. Me watching just on the map like, this is fun. But yeah, when it comes to other stuff we can talk about, the recent updates, I guess. Most it's just normal stuff. Like, oh hey, the ghost what's been happening for weeks now, which is just the ghost can't kill you through a locker or like with while you're holding the door or something, because it's been a glitch where they can do that. What other stuff? Hold on. I have that huge thing of patch notes open. We looked at the latest one. This is a weird one. I didn't know. EMF reader and activity monitor would break if you close and open the truck door. Didn't know it did that, but I guess it makes sense because if the door's closed, it's like it's telling you, hey, it's done. You're done. You open it back up, it's like, meh. Like you're probably just trying to let someone in. Not opening doors during hunts. Hey, I see that as a feature. Kidding. The feature is that it does it. This one I didn't know. A lot of people did not know this was a thing where items you purchased wouldn't spawn in training. No one knew that if you went to the tutorial, that items were supposed to spawn there if you went into it later in the game. If you had items already, it should have spawned in there. But no one knew that. It's like, oh, it's just the starter items because that's all the tutorial counts for. But yeah, so like,
I didn't even know that until.
Yeah. Ow! I just hit the fucking mic. Ow!
But then we have your favorite fix. That's the ghost will now leave fingerprints evidence when opening doors in a hunt.
Very, very happy about that.
As Bleasdale has it, there is an attic which has nothing in it that gives fingerprint.
Or the day before. Yeah. Or wait, hold on. Is that the? Oh, is
Yesterday.
it the? No.
It was yesterday.
No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before.
The 12th.
Yeah, it was the day before. Yeah, yesterday was 13th.
Oh, yes, but where have we? I say yesterday.
Okay, it's the 14th. Okay, fine, but still, it's 14th now, so I'm just going off with it. Point being, yeah, today's, or in your mind, yesterday for me, and now, because I'm going to have to start saying it, lower the resolution of the photos to help with the lag spikes when taking the photo. It does make sense because sometimes when you do take a picture, there's like a quick second where you're frozen. So sometimes if you have a lower end computer, so that does kind of help.
They're gonna add in the future. You can raise it if you want to, but yeah, I think that's a good idea for now. Like,
no, I'd raise it. Depending on how optimized the game is by then. But yeah, the whole thing about them leaving fingerprint evidence open doors and hunt, it makes sense. If you have a fingerprint ghost, why wouldn't it do that while you're opening doors or turning on light switches like as it's running around? It makes sense for those fingerprints to be stuck there. And it's a lot easier because you'll have areas where it can't do that, like you said, Bleasdale attic. There's nowhere really to put fingerprints.
I think that's the only place on the whole fucking game that.
Yeah. And one of the harder ones is a prison cell block. They can on the cell doors and sometimes on the windows at the end or on the exit doors, any of those. But it's still annoying sometimes
Yeah.
because it's very hard to find them, and sometimes when they're supposed to be there, you don't see them. It's like,
But also they need to make professional hunts.
actually, yeah. I feel
Uh,
like they do in some cases. Sometimes the
because
freaking ghost will just like leave immediately. It's like, what up?
that one, have they not
It
fixed
still
that bug
happens.
yet?
They have, but it's just like a constant,
It's like when
you
you
know,
change one
going.
code in a different thing, it breaks again.
Welcome to programming. Happens a lot.
Like code one, okay, this works now. Okay, good. 5 minutes later, okay, we changed something and now it's
Uh,
broken again.
it's like, well, that thing I just fixed last week's back. Great. Okay, so I'm looking at the Trello right now, which I mean you can easily click in your own thing, but
You don't
let's
say.
see. Uh, in progress, the ones that he's doing at the very moment. You don't lose sanity in the Grafton foyer. That's the thing. Non-VR photos don't show in VR journals. Huh? Is that a thing? Is
What?
that a bug? It's apparently a bug where non-VR photos don't show in the VR journals.
Oh,
I've never had anyone complain. Okay. Yeah, the add something to indicate the crucifix being used. I would like to have that because it makes sense. It's like, something to let you know it happened. One person suggested the whole, make the ghosts like make a noise like a yell or a screech to be like, oh hey, it just got used. Or you could have like the lights flicker. I thought that was the thing. I thought it was like if it's used, the lights will flicker a couple times. Like I thought that originally was the thing, but apparently it's not. That's just coincidence.
yes, at least fixed gold photos, probably.
Uh, that ghost gets stuck on some objects. That's just called looping. uh, that is a
Yeah,
serious one. Journal is hard to use with a controller. I used a controller for a little while. It's a bitch because the way it works is that if you're using the journal and you go back a page, say you push left on the D-pad, push A, it will immediately have it like the button to push A next. If you push it again, it's on the right arrow, so just go back to where you were. So if you push it, you have to keep pushing left A, left A, left A. It's like it's really stupid. It's like it's very annoying to deal with on the controller. Which is why I don't. People even suggest it. I don't understand why it didn't do the whole left bumper, right bumper, to switch pages.
isn't it just a thing you can
I
just
mean,
remap? Like,
granted, or I don't know, or just have left and right as I don't know, because if you also think about it, uh,
and I mean,
left bumper
just
and right
using
bumper
the
is the chat.
D-pad in general, like if you,
I mean, you could also just do like left and right is that, and then up and down you go to something, push A, it'll have it selected, then you can change that selection instead. Like that'd be fine. There's plenty of games that do that because technically left bumper, right bumper is the chats, global and local. So but that's fine.
oh my god, VR players can become blind if an object gets thrown into their heads. That's just
Where
amazing.
I'm only looking at known bugs at the moment, but super. No. Yeah. Yeah, definitely need to fix that whole voice recognition stopping if you tab out. I mean, granted, it's not a problem. I mean, if you just like click the icon again, just click back into it.
Yeah,
But
I mean, isn't that like
those
a,
people who want to be speedy, like who just want to do alt tab, okay, alt tab back in, it makes sense to fix. When you
yeah,
could
but
do a
isn't
different
a
type,
lot of games having that issue?
depends on the voice system they have. I mean, like with the type of voice chat system they're using, I guess that makes sense. But if you use something like bigger, for sure Mumble has their own type. You do that. What we got here? Oh,
Yeah.
it's a needs testing thing, which I haven't seen yet.
Cabinet doors sometimes spawn outside.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Someone reported that. Someone reported that in the Discord. It was funny. It's like,
Like,
so outside this building right now, and I think it was Edgeview, and it's like, there's a cabinet drawer just floating out, outside the window. Okay. Jesus. Yep, it was literally just the other day. Yeah, the VR hands float away and become unusable once the truck door has been closed. Like, that's weird. Didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, the backlog. Yeah, okay. Apartment building and mansion level. That's the main ones that he's focusing on. So a mansion and apartment building. It's still in the backlog because it's like it'd be worked on at a later date.
I think
A
he's
ton of people asking like,
focusing.
hurry. I think apartment building would be crazy because I mean, obviously you have a ton of rooms to work with. It'd be a 3-story thing. It doesn't even have a basement in that case. It's like you have a ton to work with. Then you have the lobby and you know, like its own cafeteria and all the rest. So big place. And obviously, a mansion would be extremely huge, depending on the type of mansion you're going with. So, yeah, I feel like that'd be way more boring in some cases than this song would be.
Who moved the last page of the journal to the truck as a group mechanic? Sounds like.
Yeah, that'd be very nice.
Does that mean that if you change in that one, it means that it changed for everyone in the lobby?
I think so.
Because that would make it like then you only need to be like them don't have to fucking sit in the middle of a hunt bin like I'm gonna just.
Yeah. But then that's the other thing that somebody even mentioned that it could be trolled very hard. Hold on. Now, okay, that's the other thing. Uh, the guy, this other guy who posted like the idea towards it is to do like a tally system rather than it changes for everyone when you click it because it's like
It's more
yeah,
of a it usually it exists as an evidence part like.
I mean if you put the tally yourself then it will change it for you in the journal, but if you and of course if you do it in your journal it would like count the tally, but it won't change for someone else if you put it. So it's like so you don't troll it because obviously you have that one person's like okay it's a shade and that person quickly switches to Yuri. It's just like haha no one gets money. That could be a real dick move. So
I would never do something like that.
fuck you would. But yeah, in this case it'd be like that, and also mentions that if like the consensus, like if everyone has chosen this one thing, you like give you a bonus because like, hey, everyone got it, everyone got it right, rather than just one little bit extra pay, like $10 more, $5 more. There's a ton of crap to read through when it comes to Phasmophobia. I mean, a ton of ideas and stuff that he's planning and would like to do. So crazy.
I love add ghost voices for when the ghost is hunting. I mean, it's not like it's creepy enough already.
Yeah, but honestly, he should have more sound effects than just the grunge or the person from the ring. Like just
Yeah,
move on.
some of them sing.
Yeah, but no, that's
Fucking.
not really when they're hunting most of the time. I mean, sometimes they do, but that's not the main sound effect they have. Like it's mainly just groaning, just that's just it. Like do something else. We mentioned this last time.
I think
It's
that's
like
why he wants like a voice or something for hunting.
yeah. I mean, you could do the humming or singing as it's hunting, or like do some other things.
I feel like a singing
Still be
ghost would be
visual.
fucking terrifying. I've never had that as a hunt.
Bad enough that the freaking teddy bear giggles, and it's even worse when it's when the ghost interacts with a teddy bear, it'll giggle. So, oof, really freaky. Especially if the ghost decides if it's like one of those that can pick up items, it's like I want to pick up this teddy bear, run around with it. It's giggling. Jesus Christ.
So when are we playing Phasmophobic?
Just playing whenever, if I'm able. As an official thing, whenever the hell I get done editing this video, which I'm only a little bit into right now. I started it. It's the problem that what I'm wanting to do is I want to make a separate intro for it. I want to make a horror game intro, like specific to each game, like a background. Like, it'll be the same thing, like the same thing that's going to do it. What I'm thinking is just a background of something, and it's like, lightning or like a thunderstorm in a sense. It's just like flash of white real quick, shows the title.
Is that in general like for horror games, or is it for Phasmophobic?
Horror games, like it's just gonna be that, but it's gonna be different background per horror game, and different. It's gonna use the title.
So basically, same sound effects, but it's like different.
Same sound, same idea. It's going through. It's again the thunderstorm, and it will like blink. It'll flash white because of lightning strike, and it's just like there. Probably same music too, like in the intro, but it just the background will be different. The logo will obviously be different because it's gonna be the game's logo. But yeah. But I'll tell you what, it's hard as hell to find a freaking forest. Okay, what I want for Phasmophobia is a forest at night where you will see the trees moving, like it's actual recorded forest at night. I would like it to be raining, because obviously it's a thunderstorm, so raining. It doesn't have to be raining, because honestly, you could just say that it's, storming above, no rain yet. But
or add it yourself.
Windy trees. I can't. It's one of windy trees. Like, well, I guess yeah, you can add raining to yourself, but like, there's no point in that. That'd be boring. I don't need the rain. It's just the point that I want windy trees at night. Maybe stormy, but the point is, I want that. It's super hard to find. I've been looking it up the past couple of days. I found nothing that fits it. There's nothing at night. No one wants to record trees at night. God damn it.
Too much Phasmophobia. I want to either record trees at night.
I mean, I have woods right outside right out the door. I can go outside and there are woods right there. But I don't have so I could, but I need a good enough, area that's not going to show something off. And I need it to not be muddy as hell, because it's muddy as hell around here right now. So I'd rather not be stepping in a ton of mud, slip and slide, fall on my ass. So no thanks. And also, my phone isn't exactly the best of cameras. I mean, it's great, but I would want a professional camera to use, like really good quality.
You bought one when you had money.
Yeah, if I did that, I would have been more broke now. That's the issue. Actually, if I did that then, I would be broke now. I would be actually way more, probably. That's the issue. If you think about it, if I would have bought anything else back then, I would have had less money now to use. So, I mean, granted, it probably would have dissuaded me from buying other things if I would have bought that, but whatever. I'm happy with what I got. Stick with that. But yeah, trying to get that intro. If I can't get it, I guess fuck the intro. I just don't use my normal one. I kind of want to abandon the normal one and get something else, but I don't know it yet. Probably have to, whenever I get money again, go find somebody on Fiverr. Just be like, hey, maybe a YouTube intro. Maybe a couple of them. I need some. Spend $400 on intros. Kidding. There's good ones that are maybe 50 each or 22 each, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said in that video, I've only got to the beginning of the first house, maybe a minute or two into it, and then just haven't gone any further.
What are you talking about?
The fast video.
Oh.
I'm only a minute or two into the house.
Now,
you say a few words, and that's about it.
Yeah. By the way, you had no luck that day.
Nope. For anybody who is a subscriber to my YouTube channel and everything, and you'll probably check out that video. Spoiler alert: I die a bunch, twice actually, but it sucks. I died
Yeah,
twice.
and
And
both
the
of the
third time, I almost died. But I got out alive thanks to Shorty, who, sacrificed his life for me. Good job, buddy.
he died also.
He died in the ones before, yeah. But in this case, he sacrificed because I hid behind a couch and or like a chair. I hid behind the chair that was like right next to the steps. He went down the steps and the ghost chased after him and killed him, like as he was going down the steps. Which is funny because his dead body looked like he just like slipped, like hit his head on the back of the steps and passed out. So it was like really funny looking.
I got a demon today, by the way. I guess without
Hey,
having clues.
I think
What?
I don't know. Just my USB hub I usually use is like close to the floor, and my mouse is dying. But keep going.
I bought a new mouse.
Hmm?
With the hope to keep for 9 years again, or something, or how long I had the other one.
Oh, you talking about you bought a new mouse at least then?
Yeah, because my other one broke. My left click broke, remember that? Didn't I tell you when it broke in the middle of, I was trying Satisfactory and then it broke in the middle of it?
Oh yeah.
Kind of funny, I was hunted by one of those dog thingies also.
Yeah, we need to get back to Satisfactory soon. It's fun.
Oh, and we also have that to do soon. We can.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really fun game. Satisfactory. Why is it going there? Where is my channel? No.
In the
I
bin.
was trying. I was, I was trying to go to my actual channel page, but
Wait to YouTube.
on YouTube. But I guess I closed it. So I'll just go back to it. Now the problem is, whenever I click, I have a stack of tabs. So fucking, it wasn't even in the text, freaking tab stack. It was separate. Damn it. Oh well. But I have like a stack of them, and what annoys me is whenever I'm like wanting to go to this one that I'm usually on, it used to do it. But I think since the last update, now when I click it, it goes to the first one. I'm like, ugh. Like
I
stop.
have. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 tabs open at the home.
Now these aren't tabs I have open. I don't really know the ones I have open because a lot of these are hibernated. So they're sitting up there. Whenever I click it, it'll load the page. But I'll say this: in my YouTube tab stack, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 tabs.
I have 1 or 2 YouTube tabs.
Yeah, those are on the YouTube tab. It's just like stuff I want to watch or something. I just like put on pause. Again, a lot of those are hibernated, so they're doing nothing on my computer. They're just there for whenever I click it, it'll load the page again. Then I have 2 separate YouTube tabs that are just sitting up there. Like 3 Twitch ones. There's like nope, 2 Twitch ones. One of them is just for the stream stuff. But anyway, what was that? Oh yeah, that was 2 weeks ago we did Satisfactory. So
Yeah. A lot happens on Stan. Literally. A lot happens on Stan. And
yeah.
one thing I've never mentioned on is what happened to me last week.
That is up to you. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it could be a little mid topic here if you want to. Not, yeah, that's on you.
Yeah, because we only have one topic left after this that we asked, and
We have 2 of them, but one of them I'm not really.
we have 2.
I'll save for last because I don't have much to talk about. Medium. That's just something I'll mention at the end.
Oh right, that game.
Yeah, I'll mention at the end because I don't have much to say because I've only streamed it one time. I need to play it again.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned it to few people. Like I mentioned it first because
Yeah.
there,
Mm.
So I got arrested last week.
I still find that pretty messed up, but I mean that is how
Yeah,
enforcement works.
but this is it's because I live with my parents. So
Yeah.
I'm a suspect because I live here.
Thus is the tragedy of how things work. It's never fun. Never fun.
So
I say that because that happens everywhere. Where if you live someplace, you're basically a suspect because it's like they don't know what you do there. You could say you're innocent or they don't know anything, but do they know that? No. So might as well. But anything
yeah.
more to add?
Oh yeah. And here, bro, why I got got a fucking red. That I have also reported because did wrong by the law. That is even. Yes, I love this.
You love the fact that you're screwing them over.
Oh yeah, I love fucking over the cops. Wait, I don't want to fuck a cop. Actually, if they're cute, maybe.
And at least you can say they're feisty.
So, they were so fucking rude. Also, the cops last time. Kidding,
They could be, yeah. They could definitely be.
like no respect at all.
The hell was that?
I don't know, what was it? I didn't do anything. I'm innocent of
I
any
don't know. I
crime.
saw like a whoa. Okay, I got real loud on that one. I saw like the bar rise on my audio for a second, just like
Oh
went
yeah.
up and I'm like,
Oh my god, fucking. What are you doing?
hold on.
Is it clipping again?
I don't know on that end.
Because the bar is like double the size of mine.
I don't. I mean, I'm getting a little bit close. I guess I could probably move the mic back a bit. Either that, or honestly, I think what's going on is this cable has a loose connection, and it's the cable's fault.
So what
It's
you're
a cheap
saying is that
cable.
you need to buy a new cable or a new
Well,
headphone.
I have. What do you mean new headphone? No, it's on the mic.
So you need to buy a new cable for the headphone. Oh,
The mic. I mean, not. I don't really need to buy another one because this came with a double. It was a 2-pack, so I can just grab the other if I need it. But I think personally, it's just not a great brand. I mean, for any audiophiles or people who work with XLR mics, hold on. Cable Matters. That's the name of the brand, which just tells you right there, probably not a good brand.
the irony.
So that's the issue. That's the issue. Is that
That's the
I need to
irony.
get a good brand. I only bought this one because it was 2 cables for $15. I'm like, that's a good deal. 2 cables. In case one messes up, I at least have another one,
Yeah,
so I
and
don't
then
pay
it
for it.
shows that they were not that good at it.
Not that good. Yeah, it was between that or Amazon Base. Oh Jesus Christ, I clipped. It was between that or Amazon Basics. I'm like, do I want Amazon Basics? No. A lot of people say that honestly, it's just like if you think about Amazon Basics, it's like it's not that great. It's not that you would think not that great of quality. It's like generic. It's like generic brand, but they do have some good stuff. The only thing I own by them is a headphone extension cable. So I can plug it in, and it's just like it's a long cable that I can just plug my headphones into. So it's nice. It's good. It's only basic thing. It's good. Haven't had any static issues or anything out of it. So maybe an XLR cable from there would be nice. But I was also told try to find one that has gold contacts because it's better that way, which is apparently a myth in the XLR community. But I don't know. This one I think has gold, so that's nice. Because gold has
Good for you. Want the medal?
no, I don't. But yeah. What were we talking about before that? Before the mic?
I was arrested.
Yeah, you're arrested. Good job. So damn it. Yeah,
Good job.
fucked up.
Like I choose to like. Good job.
I keep fucking I gotta edit that compressor whenever we're done here because I gotta figure out what the hell's going on. It's just that I need to edit the things. Like, don't
Where's my other?
fucking clip.
Stop swearing. Jesus Christ. You think this is?
Sure as hell ain't family friendly. If you think this is family friendly, go away.
You.
Actually, don't go away. Stay. It's nice.
You
We don't have
stay.
many people.
You like?
Stay, please. See, yours sounds like you just want to be creepy. Mine is of, desperation. Like, please stay. We don't have many.
Please stay. We won't hurt you.
You just kind of sound like the 50s or 60s type of like horror where it's just like not even that great. It's like meh.
I sound like a terrible witch.
Not even that.
They're
You just don't.
coming for you.
I don't think anybody finds that in the least bit creepy. They're just like, okay, somebody. Yeah, no, just terrible. I'd probably grab my pop filter. Think about it, because pop. No, I'm saying this mic is like sensitive to pops. So if I say, P or B, I think there's other words, but yeah. If I get too close to the mic and do that, it will clip. Yeah, not smacking noises. I'll mute you in a minute.
So,
But nothing else to add to that? None?
no. Right.
So you got arrested for being a suspect for something false. It sucks.
Well, for me it's false, but yeah.
And plus, you just can't really talk about it anyway, so yeah.
Well, I can. It's not like it's
I mean,
illegal. Like,
people. So
although,
hey, while we were,
yeah, another thing. We got the first time was a raid, but we got cops again. Oh, or yesterday, 2 days ago, and I was like, oh, fun.
lovely.
They broke. They broke the law again. I wasn't arrested this time though. That was. And I was mean to the cops again, as usual. I'm not treating cops with respect.
Oh, and while we this may take the time, I think we should. One thing I want to go and mention, I think we should go and get rid of that whole 3-hour minimum thing. I do think we should do that because honestly, two things. One, no one's gonna listen to a 3-hour podcast episode, or is gonna want to choose one that is that over. So that's like 1 hour to 2 hour. And then, I'm not saying we should end now. We should still talk about other topics, but just basically we have nothing else to talk about in there. Not
Yeah.
saying that. I think 3 hours should be more of the maximum. Is the thing. Like, don't go over. Try not to.
I think it's the issues we now have Stadia, which is probably gonna be.
Not too long. I mean,
I mean, Stadia be.
It's Google. We have things to trash. Got to take out the trash at the trash can. Go to the dump. Okay. So yeah, that's the one thing I want to mention. So everybody saw this coming. Everybody saw this coming. Granted, it's not shut down. It's just shutting down its internal studios, the game studios. So,
So basically, it's not gonna make original games or something. Is that the idea?
basically, yeah, that's the thing. They were gonna make their own type of games, like have at least like a publishing type of studio, or it was gonna be like bring in devs to work on it. But yeah, so Stadia, for people who are unaware, is Google's attempt at a cloud gaming service. Basically, you go to the website on a Chrome browser, you you sign in, you obviously pay for the subscription, which is $10 a month. You do that. I think they have a free trial at the moment. I don't actually know. They did at one point where it was like a 2-month free trial, so that was nice. But other than that, anyway, it's like $10 a month, and you play games. They have a whole selection of Stadia Pro games you can pick from, but yeah.
Snowpiercer
issue there is that other than those Stadia Pro games, you have to buy every other game back. Like your game on Steam or Epic or whatever, you have to buy it again from Stadia. Nobody really wanted to do that. And while I could say the performance was actually pretty good when I played it, I played it with my older internet, and I could play just fine.
Intelligent.
No blurring. What was that?
I'm just checking through Netflix and accidentally goes over a thing and it's like stupid.
Intelligent. That's all. Okay.
I'm gonna
But,
leave.
yes, I'll do that. Okay. But when it comes down to Stadia, though, it's just like it was great. I guess it's okay, but it's just like as a practice, kind of sucks. And after a while, no matter what, if I have like very good performance, I can get solid 60, no blurriness. It was perfect, no real latency that I could notice. Play well. But then after like maybe 30 minutes to an hour, it started getting super blurry, and we'd be like, "Oh, your connection is getting bad." I'm like, "You don't say." And I'm just like, "I have to quit this. I can't. I gotta quit." It's like they just like throttled me. But yeah, so the whole thing is that Stadia, alongside actual Stadia, Google, they announced Stadia, and they also announced their first party game studio, Stadia Games and Entertainment. It's apparently the name of it. Make their own exclusive titles. But yeah, now they're shutting it down without even making the first game. They have not made a single game, and they're shutting it down. They're like, we're not going to do that now. We just want to work on Stadia. Okay.
Yeah, maybe make it so you don't have to buy games you already own.
Yeah, that'd be a thing to improve. Like, hey, we own these games. Okay, you can link this platform. And if you don't have the platform, buy it on Stadia. And if you want to give that incentive,
That would make more
give us
sense. Like, if you
incentive.
don't own the game, like say we talked about Euro Truck Simulator. Say you maybe can't really play it on your PC, but you want to, and you don't own it. So you're like, oh, I buy it on Stadia directly, so I don't have to be like. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Like, but if you have like,
you could also give like an incentive for like if I don't really know any good examples of any, but like give an incentive like if you buy it on here, you get this. Like that'd be nice. Or say with Nintendo, for example, something they do is that whenever you buy a game off the eShop, they give you coins, and those coins can be transferred into money. Like 100 coins is $1, and a lot of times the big games give you like I don't know 500 coins or 600. So you could buy a smaller indie game just by buying the $60 game. So you get an incentive for buying from their store rather than buying from Steam or something. Which, granted, they have their Steam points, but they don't have any game redeemables yet. So Nintendo has a good system there. And even so, if you buy like physically the game, you can if you buy the game physical, then you can just go into the settings and it will transfer the coin still. But yeah, Google, you could do something like that maybe. It's like you buy from here, you get incentive, like maybe some type of currency, which lets you buy the other games. My voice is dying.
stop dying. That's my thing.
Oh,
Right.
so that's what happens. That's what happens. You die, and my voice ceases to exist. It's because I don't have a drink. I drank it all. It was a tiny drink. It was like, what? 500 milliliters. It's a little small. Well, it's a little small. And for people in America, it's 16.9 fluid ounce. Woohoo. But it's too small. Rather get a 20. But yeah, point is like they should have like actually done something that would give you a real reason for it. Because it's like, why do you want to buy here? And the worst part is there's still competition. I mean, for me, I feel like Stadia was one of those that performed the most well on any platform I gave it on. Like I tried on my phone, it performed well. I put it on my computer, it performed well. Then we have competitors like GeForce Now. It performed well on my computer for a little while, then it stopped. My internet got worse, and it performed never well on my phone. It was just always crap. So, not good there. Then Shadow, which is an actual computer in the cloud, a full-on computer. You can use the entire thing. Why buy the games when you can just have the computer, the entire thing? So, say you own a professional software, Adobe Premiere, or something like that. Run it in the cloud if you can. So it's just like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. These
Granted,
days everything is so simple.
If you're paying $22 a month for Premiere, thankfully I have someone else is doing that. But if you're doing that, I'm pretty sure you can afford a decent computer amount of time. $22 a freaking month for one software. Come on, dude. It's a little expensive. I was thinking about doing it myself when I was getting a pretty decent income, but I was like, it's so big of a purchase when I have other things. I have like other stuff I'm subscribing to. So didn't want to do that. But anyway, those are like the main three: Stadia, GeForce Now, Shadow. I don't think there are any more. I think those are it. It's just like those three. So yeah. But the other two, you'd use your own games. I mean, GeForce Now was limited to their library of games that they support. Shadow, anything the computer can support, depending on which computer your server package is. So there's
Makes
that.
sense.
And Stadia, buy it. Unless it's a pro. Unless you play the pro games. And the only pro game I had any incentive of playing was Destiny 2 because it gave you all the DLCs and had a forever season pass.
Wow, wait,
So,
Activision
never
or
went out.
wait, Bungie is it? Bungie is,
What?
when it comes to Destiny, it's like Destiny has become bad.
I have not played it in a while because
Yeah,
I have no incentive to.
because it's like because it's like the new DLC was fun, then was like, yeah.
Which we have yet to continue, but I need to move my PlayStation in here, and I have nowhere to put it. I got nowhere to put the PlayStation. I have nowhere to really do anything with it. That's the only reason why we haven't done anything on it. But yeah, Destiny, no, I just haven't had any incentive to play it. Like, I have it on my Xbox, and it runs great. And on my PC, which runs better. I just don't want to play it. It's like, why do I want to play the game?
Like,
There's nothing to really do. I mean, I have those like after DLC missions you can do, but I don't know. It's just kind of boring.
but
For those
don't
people
play.
who are like hardcore Destiny players that like play through all the content like crazy, and I've seen people who are like near 1,000 in season or like hundreds or something. I forget. It's like I think it's like closer to hundreds in season pass levels. I don't get you, man. I don't get you. How?
Yeah. That's why I don't play MMO that much. Same thing.
I mean, I don't know.
At the first thing I reached level 30 with was not even a fucking class. I reached 30 with a job.
Sounds about right.
So I know a lot about plants now.
Yeah, but Just it's kind of the way Destiny's always been, though. It just always had that like boring. You play it for a while, then you don't. Like, oh hey, it's when the new stuff comes out, it's like either a new season introduces something cool, like the season arrivals have like a ton of cool stuff to go with, like contact events and everything. Those are always fun. But then you got then you got the new DLC that just came out. It's like, oh hey, new DLC, let's play it. Then after you're done, it just derails. It's like, okay, I'm done. I don't need to play it again until the next one comes out. So again, there's those people who stay on it 24/7.
Which is the new season is out.
Yeah, new season's probably out, but I don't care.
I
I
don't.
should have the season pass for that one too, because I think it gave me for all of them.
It does.
It came
What's
with
the
like
Ultimate Edition or whatever it was called?
I don't remember which one I got for Gunlight. I think it was the deluxe. I got the deluxe edition.
I think they've just given for the first season.
I think it gave me two. I think it gave me two of them.
Yeah, I have
Just-
4 old seasons. Expensive.
I don't know. I got the deluxe. So. I
Fuck.
yeah, I would have got the whatever the old not the collector's edition, but it's like all it came with was that whatever the shard, what's it called, the thing you use to keep upgrading your stasis. That's all it came with.
Like physics. I was gonna break physics again.
No, not physics. I said stasis. The thing to upgrade your stasis with, the shard. I forget what it's called. Splinter, I think. I think it was a splinter. But yeah, that's all it came with in the collector's edition. I'm like, well, it came with other stuff too, but that was like the main physical item, and I'm like, I don't really want that. And then they had the Exo Stranger. I'm like, okay, I would want that, but it's more expensive. So, and also it came out like after the DLC came out. It's like, okay, that's not helpful.
But if they release it.
Hey, I got a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of collector's edition stuff coming in sometime later in the year. Because I bought from limited run games. A lot of stuff. A couple of Star Wars games, Doom 64, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, that Panzer Dragoon thing.
Nerd.
A lot of stuff. It's collectible. And yes,
Fucking
I am a
nerd. You're.
Welcome to Nerd Ensemble. I am the co-host. And guess what? I'm a giant nerd. So yes, I buy nerdy things. I have a freaking Doom 64 shirt. How do you figure I'm a nerd?
I don't
Literally,
know.
it's the first thing my dad said to me when he saw it. He's like, oh hey, is it you gonna wear your geeky shirt today? Like, Jesus. Like, okay. Like he meant it as a joke, obviously, because like he don't care. But yeah, it's a soft damn shirt though. Regardless, yeah. So I got a lot of that coming in.
All right, have a look.
You're telling me. I haven't been in an anime mood since I canceled my subscriptions. Like,
I've
they're
been in
still
anime
there. Like I've
food.
canceled them. Like I basically canceled them, but I still had the benefits until they run out, which I think one of them runs out today. I think it's Crunchyroll. Or it's Fun. I don't remember. One of them. No. I think Crunchyroll is next month, and Funimation comes out today, or goes off the 18th. But regardless, yeah. Jesus. Yeah, I just haven't felt in the mood because I'm like, why try to binge something when I won't be able to after? Well, we'll be able to if I use third-party sites, but I just prefer to use the
I watch. I need to finish this thing. Oh.
So do I, but because the entire dub is out now, I decided I'm just gonna rewatch War of Underworlds in dub. Just to be like,
I have.
instead of finishing the sub and then rewatching it in dub, just skip the sub once, I guess. Which is, I mean, in a sense of like an anime comparison for people, it's just like a lot of people want to know like how's the difference between sub and dub in that case. Like, if you want to personally see the difference, I guess I should finish the sub, then go back to dub, but it's like,
I only have 3 episodes left of it. So.
I think I'm on like episode 14. No,
Yeah, I was on episode 8, and then 9, 10, 11 is left.
well, I mean like 14 in general, then both seasons. I don't, because I think Hulu combines it. It doesn't separate it. So.
And then I have to finish Oh.
So do I. Well, I need to. I'm on season 2 now. I just have to continue it. A few episodes into.
Ooh. That's where I am at too. First part.
What, like the what part?
So that's the second season has 2 parts, and I'm on the first part. About episode 8 of the first part.
I meant when they're back at the mansion. Not when they first get back there. With when he's looping there. But yeah, I don't even know if you're at that point, but regardless, it's where I'm at. So.
Yeah, I also have to finish Fireforge.
Same. I stopped watching that once I got on other shows. I'm like, the show isn't as good. It's good, but not as good. And for when I've gotten notifications of, I think both the shows I was talking to you about, Dr. Stone, the Stone Wars, the first episode in dub, I think, came out. And I think the first episode of That Time I Reincarnated as a Slime, I think that one came out as well. So I'm like, well, now I gotta start watching these.
Oh, fucking.
I got that. Like I said, I started the day I became a god.
I also have to finish it. Yeah, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in the dark?
I had to finish the first season. I quit midway. Maybe because I started watching something else I was way more interested in, but I mean, it's not a bad show. I just was interested in other things. It's how it always happens. It's like, oh, I like this. Then I start watching something else. No, I like this. I want to watch this now. Same thing with games. Oh, I'm playing this game. Hey, look, this game came out. Just a constant trope. So, I got a lot of freaking anime. Got a lot that I'm currently watching, a lot that are on hold. Then I got an incredible megaton of plan to watch. It's like, Jesus. I'm not like those people out there who watch like an entire show in one day. I can't do that.
I can do that sometimes if it's a short show.
I'm just not able. I mean, I have no time to. I used to be able to, but now I can't. Because, I mean, I have to, watch my sister, which is basically currently my, it's my replacement of a job right now. I just don't get paid for it. Because,
Ooh.
I mean, my mom's been considering paying me for it. Just be, not much, though. Just be like, hey, I'll give you this little sum to help you out.
And it would make sense.
Because she has her own job now, but, I'm not going to make her do that, though. I'm not going to make her do that. I already had to do that in the first place. Watch for my sister. So I'm like, what? That's just extorting you at this rate.
That's what you should do. Always extort people for money.
No.
Yes. How you become rich.
And plus, I felt worse because, I mean, for me, it's my parents. I'm like, I don't want to do that shit.
I would do it.
I mean, they owed me money, fine, but I mean,
Oh no,
my dad owes me a little bit because we used my card for one of the bills, and it just like it charged a couple times when it wasn't supposed to. It's because we can't take. It's hard to take off, so it's just like we forgot. It was set to go to his card, but for some reason it defaulted to mine. It keeps going back to mine, so it's just like it kept charging it. So I lost like $140.
What the fuck? Why is it so? United States is really weird when it comes because they can literally just hide the option to stop a subscription.
The thing is, I went to the website and like I signed into his account to take my card off. I couldn't find it. Like I went to the payment options, it's like it's not there. it showed the payment history and it showed my card number. Like, hey, paid with this card. Like, okay, where's the card? When I looked, it just said new card. I'm like,
Huh?
where's my card to take off? It didn't show there's a single card on the account. It wouldn't let me see the cards on the account, just the new one. I'm like, or just to make another one. I'm like, what the hell? I need my card off. I don't have any more. I don't have enough money at all right now to do it. If it got charged again, I would actually be in the negative, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. And job hunting is hard.
I can't get in the negatives. That's a thing here.
Well, I'm pretty sure I can't either. I don't know with these guys because it's not necessarily a bank. It's just a account to hold money. Like, employers can send it to. It's for people who don't have a bank. They give you this. They give you two options: check, which most of the time they don't want to do checks anymore. They're trying to get rid of it because like it's annoying. So they're just
Also,
like, we'll
doesn't
give
it
you
when
this
you
card.
use a check, does it sum of the percentage of the money?
I think. I don't know.
Like if you go to, because here we
Depends,
can go
depends
to
on
a
where you cash it. Depends on where you cash it.
because if
Yeah,
we
there
go
are
to a
fees.
store like a or something and you can cash
Yeah,
there
yeah,
here,
you can cash there. They'll have fees.
they're like, oh, we take
So,
like five bucks or something.
freaking Walmart, I think, charges $10.
Holy fuck.
It was like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, when I got paid, we get money when we are in school, we get like $100. And before I was 18, I got it on a piece of paper. And then it was like, oh yeah, we need to take this much if we're gonna fucking. Oh, I don't want to.
What do you mean you got money during school?
Yeah,
Money
when
checks?
we go like, it's like something,
Huh.
get like $100.
You get $100. You get $100 when you go to college? What?
Every month you get like 100.
That's not a thing here. Alright. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but here we live in Sweden, you know. We actually, our tax actually goes to good stuff.
Speaking of taxes, I gotta do that this weekend. I have to do that.
So
I
like,
actually did, or I earned quite a bit because my job was, I got 500 one week, 300 the other week. You can imagine that's all taxes. So I got a lot back. If I literally did it, I would be in the green for a little while. I would literally be in the green because right now I'm only paying.
and then you could maybe buy Euro trucks.
Maybe. I have I'm only paying like close to, I forgot, what am I paying again? 6, 12, then yeah, so $12 right now. In a little while, once this bank I'm trying to get goes through, it'll be 17. But per month. That's like all I pay right now. So again, if I got the taxes back, I'd have plenty of money to put me in the green for a little bit longer. To like keep me for a little while to try to get this damn other job.
My fucking, oh, that happened was asking. So I worked like 3 years ago. Something I worked, I got paid for,
Mm-hmm.
and the tax return came 2 years later for that.
That's weird. The hell?
Yeah, because I
Should get that at
thought
the end of the year.
yeah, or early in the beginning, because I think I worked at the end of the year.
Beginning, yeah, beginning.
But here's the
early.
thing, I thought because I have debt to stuff, I thought they had taken it,
Maybe.
and then randomly I get like 900 or $90, and I'm like, you're like 2 years late.
Yeah. I've had 2 chances to file for taxes. The first time I didn't because it wasn't much at all. It was, it had like 1 paycheck that year, or maybe 2. So it's just, or a few of them, but it's just not very many. So it's like, what am I gonna do with it? My folks just said, don't do it. not a good idea because last year we had stimulus checks, so I missed out on that. I didn't get to have it because I didn't follow the tax. But then again, it I've been hearing that it's like you had to get it the year before that too. So it's like it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So okay, whatever.
Yeah, you should stop doing taxes. Get the IRS after you.
Yeah, I'm about to say if I do that, I would be two things would happen. One, likely go to jail. Two, I'd have to pay a handsome sum. So no thanks. I will pay taxes. Thankfully, the freaking workplaces draw it out automatically. The only way I wouldn't pay taxes is if it was something I was doing myself. If I was getting money from something else, I'd have to do taxes on my own. But I don't. So
So you should not become an editor.
I mean, I can. Yeah, it's not a problem. I'll just do the taxes. I just I don't know. Every time they pay me enough, I guess I don't know how it's gonna work. It's through commission though. It's commission work, so I don't know how that
Oh,
pans
that
out.
is tax.
I don't know how bad tax is through commission because that's how it's paid. It's they commission me to do this work. I do the work. That's it. It's not. It's like through contract,
Does
but
it
not
go,
no
yeah,
contract.
isn't that like freelancer work or something?
Yeah. Which speaking of, here's me promoting my deal. Anybody wants a video edited, let me know. I don't care what kind. I don't care what video it is. Just let me know. Don't be one of those people. I've had people message me where they're like, "We want you to edit this video." This was like a year ago or something. They're like, "Hey, we want you to edit these videos for us." Like, okay, what kind of videos you want me to edit? I think they said it was like $10 an hour. So I'm like, that's not bad. Okay. What? Or no, it was some amount of money per video. But like, okay, that sounds pretty nice. What do you want? Like some type of sports thing? I'm like, that's not great, but okay. Uh, what will I be? How I get my stuff? Are you gonna be sending me all the stuff? What am I doing? They're like, you have to get all this stuff yourself, get all the elements of the video yourself, and then upload it somewhere. I'm like, what? So you're
Isn't the
paying me just to
point?
make content. You're paying me to make content, not to edit content. Like what?
The difference, guys.
Yeah.
Or you get the
I'm not.
fake mails from a random place.
Yeah. You can commission me to edit your videos. I'm not making content for you. I'm editing your content. If you want to add content to it, overlays and uh, funny gag videos in the middle, like I don't know, some clip from an old TV show, whatever. I don't care. Sure, I'll do that. That's fine. That is editing. Not I make everything for you and then upload it to your channel. That's not happening.
At that point, it's just you're using someone else's content.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not making crap for you. I mean, unless it's like, I don't know. It depends. But at that rate, it had to be my channel. Like, it'd be solely mine, but you pay for it. How does that work? Because it's just like I made the content, and then you would literally have to contract me as your employee of the channel, not as a commission worker. It's like a whole legal mess going on right there.
Like, by the way, you upload for us. Okay, very good. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I can probably go through this, but then I could sue you because I'm not contracted under you, and I'm not your employee. Fools.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, edit. If you need something edited, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to send money, that'd be cool. Not saying you do. I'm not trying to ask you for it. Just do it if you want.
Yes,
It'd be a very big. I'm a sellout. Yes. See, here's the thing. I've three ways people could get money to me. One is through affiliate links because I have a ton of them for games. So if you buy a game, you send that, or four ways in this case. Affiliate links, then Epic support a creator. You just put my name in whenever you buy a game in the Epic store, or when you buy stuff on Fortnite or Rocket League or whatever. I get that too. If you put in my name, then Editing commissions is third, and fourth is you just straight send it. But again, that is, I'm not asking anyone to do any of that. Okay, the first two, if you're already buying the game, what's the hurt? What's the hurt in just putting my name down? You just put my name down, or you click the link that I give, which just is the affiliate link. I get a percentage of the cut. You spend the same amount of money or less if it's discounted where I send you. And there you go. You get the game you want. I get a bit of it. We all win. Speaking of, everybody want Monstrum? Everybody want Monstrum too? Extreme sellout. You remember what?
You would definitely start. You would start actual fucking do ads for stuff you don't even care about.
Come on. You want Monstrum too? No. Go once. Go twice.
No, fuck you.
That's all I'm gonna say there. It's just that that's a game that has a bigger cut. It gives me much more. For the record, I'm not gonna say the actual numbers because I don't know if I'm allowed to. I send it to my friends because they're my friends. Who the hell cares if I tell them? I'm not gonna say it publicly of how much I get paid per affiliate link. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. But yeah, that one actually gives more than the rest. So that'd be cool. Yeah, not much else to talk about in that case. I mean, the only thing I had left was the medium, but you know anything else you want to talk about before that? Because hold on, how much time I got? We got 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a maximum.
Don't commission him for work. Don't buy his stuff.
Fuck you. Please do.
Just you sitting here pleading like a lot of them like don't do it. Don't.
But here's the thing. The thing is this: if you're a streamer who would just like to have like a highlighted deal, I'll highlight your streams. Like I will do highlights for your stream. If you know, just to put on like your archive channel, or you don't want to just do just archives, like you'd rather do highlights, but you don't have the time to, or lack the knowledge, I'm here. I'll do it for you for money, but yeah, I'll do it. And or just videos, whatever. Just, you know, you can either DM me somewhere, email me. My business email is public. So you do it if you want. But yeah, just don't be a dick. So don't crush don't crush my dreams.
I'm gonna crush his dreams.
I was gonna say something that is totally fucked up.
Wow, you wanna say fucked up shit on Twitch?
Here, you know what? don't. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna send it to you.
And I'm gonna probably read it out loud so we fuck this up anyway. Welcome to Nerd Ensemble. We definitely are. We would be ad friendly. If we ever get an ad, we would be like.
I don't know how to spell the second word, but here, you know, I'll put your actual first name rather than because it makes more sense than your username.
I mean, people know my first name and my last name. My Facebook.
I don't know how to say the second part, but
no, Alex, don't know Yamate.
There you go.
I don't know what Yamate sounds like.
Let's just say it has to do with darker side anime stuff. Yeah.
Leafy Yamatego is a historic district of 1920s and ancient ones of by Western.
It's not that.
Diplomats.
It's a Japanese word. Japanese.
Yeah, this looks like it's in Japan.
I probably didn't spell it right, but I don't know how to spell it. I just go off the sound.
Oh, stop it.
No.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The point is the point of the phrase. It's supposed to be something from hentai.
No, then you say Oni-chan.
Yeah, I could have said that too, but I sure as fuck rather not say that to you.
I feel like that would be even worse. Oh god, this is quality content, correct?
Welcome, we're weebs.
Oh.
You change this thing to the weeb ensemble. It wouldn't roll off the tongue as well, though.
Yeah, I think the nerd ensemble is like.
But, yeah. But I guess back to the nerd stuff, past all that. The only thing really I was going to bring up, the game The Medium came out. I don't know if we mentioned it last fall, but I don't think we did. Why am I hearing myself?
I don't know.
It's not popping up on stream. No, wait. Okay, it does whenever you talk and then stop talking. But when it comes to the Medium, it is a Series X, S, whichever, the Xbox next gen exclusive plus PC, which honestly is not that bad when it comes to it. I mean, it's just like, you play. The main advertised thing is that, hey, it's a split screen. You play one in the material world and then one in the spiritual world, and like you play two different versions of yourself. One cannot progress without the other. However, there's this option called out of body experience where you move around in the spiritual world only, but if you're doing that for too long, then you'll disappear. So you have to, still move the other person eventually. So just puzzles and stuff, but that's like a third of the game, or not even a third of the game. It's like a few different parts of the game. And then out of nowhere, it's like, okay, now you're just switching back and forth between the worlds. It's just like that was the main advertised thing, but now you just travel between the worlds now. So it's just like, okay, a little bit of false advertising, a little bit, but not really. And yeah, one thing that annoys the hell out of me that I didn't know about until after I played, I watched somebody else stream it. The game is on the Series X and S, the next gen Xbox consoles, which say they can handle 4K 120, which is okay if it's 4K 60, that's fine. But the game is running at 4K 30 on the console and 60 frames on PC. So it's like, what? If you're gonna say this is your first exclusive on a next gen only console, why are you limiting yourself? If you could run 60 on PC, you should be able to do it on console. Like, it makes no sense to limit it. I mean, I would get it if the PC was only 32. It's like, okay, I have nothing to complain about, I guess. But why make the PC better in that case? I mean, yeah, sure, PC, more options, but come on. When you have the option to do it, do it.
No.
Maybe in the future they'll patch the game and give a 60 FPS upgrade, but this is bullshit.
You.
Right back at you. But you got that. Something I didn't know about until, again, that next stream I watched. There's an enemy in the game, like the main enemy called the Maw. And it's just like this, I don't know, this creature made from like moths and everything. Like from the spiritual world, it's like some super evil entity that will try to chase you and find you and everything. Very creepy if you listen to its dialogue. Stuff like he wants to rip over your skin, live in you, or you live in its skin. I don't know. It's like really weird stuff. It's like really freaky, but I don't know. I didn't know who was the voice actor, but yeah. You can guess.
What?
I said I
Troy?
didn't know who. Yeah, I didn't know that at all. I'm like, I was just playing through the game. Like, I didn't really pay attention entirely to the voice because I didn't exactly hear it, like hear his voice in it. But it's like super creepy stuff. And then I watched somebody else play the game, and someone mentioned like it's Troy Baker playing, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, I don't hear that. And then I listen closer. I'm like, oh, yep, that's Troy. You kind of hear it in some of the words he says, but I'm just like, Jesus. Another time when he's very good at it, but what the hell do you expect? He's in every damn game at this point. He's on like one of the first next gen stuff for PS5, Miles Morales, which is PS4 too, but point being, still next gen. So he's in that game, and he's in this one. Now, aren't you in now, Troy? Come on. See if he ever fucking wants this. He's got his own podcast to worry about. I don't know. I don't know. Plus, there's this issue where something I figured out. Have you ever had the problem? Like, I don't know. I don't think you ever would, but you ever had a problem like watching a video or something where it's you see like colored pixels, like a bunch of different colored pixels on the screen at some point when it's glitching? I guess. Like, have you ever had that? It's like you see like a bunch of different colored squares. So, I mean, obviously, pixels, so it's like a bunch of them just like rent, like as if it's a weird glitch. Just like you see that randomly appear when something's happening on screen, I guess. You ever had that at any point watching something?
I don't
Usually I
know.
haven't seen a Microsoft thing, but I don't know. But the cutscenes in the game are pre-rendered, so yeah, a lot of them have that glitch. And it's just like it's kind of annoying seeing it. Just like, come on. I'll say this: great game so far, like great game to play. It's not that impressive. Next gen wise, it's not that impressive. Mechanically, great. There's some stuff that goes on and looks good, but there's some stuff that goes on and I'm just like, it's not that impressive, I guess. They had that 60 FPS, they fix all the bugs that mainly matter. I'll probably change my tune, but for now, meh. I'll still play it though. I mean, now I'm already on. Oh, I'm already quite through it, I guess. You play the second stream mode.
Yes. I can't apparently buy you the DLCs. Fuck.
Yeah, I think DLCs are the same. You just can't gift DLCs.
I feel like it's.
I mean, you could go the other way around.
Into,
Send, you you could just take a conversion rate. Well, I could just tell you, I guess, and then you just like again go through the conversion rate and
yeah,
like
but then we have PayPal and the tax.
and the fee. So tax and fee apparently, depending.
Tax the fee.
No, sometimes they have VAT tax.
They, sometimes the tax is different. What?
No, I mean they have the fee that PayPal will always charge for like cross seas transaction or depending on where or how far. It depends on what it is. You'll get fees, but then there's also I think it's called VAT or it's VST. I don't remember. It's
That
some
is
type of
that is a tax.
yeah VAT. So you'll get the VAT tax too in some cases. I think mostly you get VAT when you're doing like a business transaction rather than the
It is business.
personal and friendly. I mean, I guess you could call it business because it's buying some freaking DLCs to make some content. Well, it's a business.
Yeah, think about us driving in Norway, Denmark, Sweden.
Is Sweden even an area in the game? I don't think it is.
Scandinavia.
Oh. How would I know? I haven't played the DLCs. I don't have any.
Like I
There's no
said,
free ones.
well, that's the thing. Scandinavia is Norway, Denmark, Sweden.
Well, like I said, that's the game you're getting.
Yeah.
Don't start there. Don't start in either one of those.
But if it's when we play the multiplayer mode, doesn't that make it that
you will. Well, no, it's a open server. Like you just join a server. So you have the U.S. server, Europe server, which, funnily enough, the Europe servers are more packed. There are more people in the Europe servers, and that's ones you want to go to because you want to run into more players to probably accidentally crash into. So, because collision is a thing. So you probably want that. But yeah, Europe servers are more packed, so I'd probably just have to join there. But no, you when you go in the game, you are wherever you are at that time. So the best thing to do is to probably spawn near me, which again I'm in the Netherlands, so you could either spawn where I am, which
Wait,
yes,
so does
I
that mean if
start.
you don't have the so you can still play with me even though I have the deal? I can start and like.
Yeah, I mean you could, but it wouldn't work out too well because when you start out in the game, you can't go for very long hauls, and it'll take you a while to get to that point. And what is it? It takes you a while to get to that point, and you will always have to start where you start when before you get your own truck, because you'll be basically using company trucks when you first start, and then once you get enough money, you can buy your own truck, and that'll allow you to go where you want. Like you can drive somewhere and then start there. So, so in this case, you could start there. It would just take you a while to do that.
I
And I
mean,
wouldn't be able to play with you until you had enough money, which will take quite a while. So I'd say just wait, or I'd say just spawn somewhere closer, I guess. Or like I said, spawn somewhere near me, and then we just take jobs that end in the same place, meet each other halfway.
uh, talking
And then,
about we just think we are 2 minutes left.
woohoo. Yeah. Otherwise, otherwise, yeah. Whenever we both had the DLC, we could just
So
jump
wait, so the
over there.
open multiplayer puts me still at the same spot I spawned at?
Yeah, let's do that. The multiplayer is just to. All it does is that it will. It's sort of like Ocarina of Time Online and all that, where it just uses like a puppet system, I guess, to where it will have you there. It will just like show that person in world. It'll show that they're there, and
I'm
you know,
guessing you
the
can't
point
have
of it.
multiple save spots.
You could have another save, but you
And
know, just have
that's
two
what I'm
saves.
thinking, like I could have
Start a
a
save,
save for playing online and one.
start a save playing in Scandinavia if you want, and then have another save near me.
But I probably, if I get a DLC, I wanna probably start in Scan. Can you choose exactly what town or is it like certain towns that?
There's certain areas. For me, I think it's 2 or 3 per country. I think maybe 4.
I
So there's like
think it's gonna
certain
be
areas.
Stockholm, Gothenburg, and not sure.
I mean, usually they do the well-named ones. So yeah,
Because Sweden is kind of, we are a big town too, especially weapons. Isn't that ironic?
No,
The country
yeah,
that is neutral in wars selling weapons.
right. Of
I
course, the
should.
way they also do this is, funnily enough, obviously, you can take ferries, which you do that. Eh, all it is you go drop the trailer off, or you don't drop the trailer off. You go there, and it'll be like, oh, travel. But in reality, what you're doing is drop the trailer off, and it gets taken across seas. Then you know go again, keep going, drive the new area. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we'll find a ton of them in Britain. There's a lot of Great Britain places. So
We should make a
lots of.
save where we both start in Britain.
We could. To be honest, I could do that because I'll tell you what, my main profile is actually very it's very rich. I have a lot of money in that one.
So we make it as a place where we start in Britain.
Do you want to?
No one likes Britain, but hey, why not take the most fucked place in the game?
That's the thing too. If we do that, almost all of our jobs will require taking the ferry, which means the time is gonna be a little bit rough, I guess. It'd be easier to do like next to Britain instead of like like right there on the border, right? Instead of doing that, but I mean, hey, if you
So
wanna,
what country is in the main game?
I don't know. I can't name them off the top of my head.
I mean, if I probably could play this later.
Hold on. Face locations. Let's see. Countries. That doesn't help anything. So a lot of the okay. So I just had to look at the ones that aren't expansions. So we have Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, France.
Wait, Czech Republic
France,
is a
Paris.
DLC.
Is it? Oh no, okay, no. I was looking at it said number of cities on the thing. Okay. Scratch that. Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Historia.
Mark is in Scandinavia.
Damn it.
DLC too.
It's hard to see because they have expansion, and Historia is also one, but if they have expansion, and they also have number of cities, and they put it there too. It's like, put it in one area. It's hard to read this. Okay. Going back down. Germany. Luxembourg. I guess that's what that's up. Amsterdam. There's one.
Well, Amsterdam is in.
Huh?
Amsterdam is in the Netherlands. So.
Well, yeah, Netherlands, but I just said Amsterdam in general. Amsterdam's where I started. My other one. No. Switzerland is apparently one, I think. And United Kingdom. Not a lot. So, yeah,
The UK, Belgium, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Poland, many more. Yeah, Poland, Netherlands, Italy, Germany, UK is part of the main.
It's hard to find out this damn wiki. World of the game. Okay, this actually might be a better way to check. Okay, here we go. Yeah. They have a whole map here. Oh. Damn it. Kidding me. Fuck. Oh, it's a web. I don't know if it's actually going to show up as an image. Oh, yeah, well. Anyway, that's for you to look at. But yeah, it shows the whole map, including what's cordoned off for each DLC. So you got plenty to start on.
Yeah. Wait, Italy is part of the main game, but it's also a DLC. What?
I think there's parts of it.
There's maybe like North Italy is part of the game, and then
Yeah, mid and south is another, but still plenty. I mean, hey, Paris is apparently still part of the main.
yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So main places I have when I do UK jobs are Sheffield. I think I've had one in Felixstowe, Cambridge. Didn't I have one in? I could have thought of something else. Don't think I've had one in Southampton. Birmingham had one there. Manchester. Grimsby. Carlisle. Good God, Carlisle. and Newcastle. Both of those.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Gothenburg, Stockholm.
So you have a lot in Scandinavia.
That's a
Definitely
lot
is.
of the actual cities. This cities that you see here, like Karlskrona or
I mean,
Kalmar.
the
That's
tiny ones. The tiny ones are mainly the. I guess just like not necessarily cities, but they're all selectable. Every ensemble is like. You.
I'm probably gonna
But you know,
take the if I'm going to Scandinavia, I'm taking the one that is close to my city, which I don't like the city there, but you know,
what would that be?
Linköping. It's the closest to my town.
Where's that?
In the, like mid, southern east, middle bit.
The one that starts with a J?
L.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's it.
That like I
It's a
think
pain, so
it's like if you go the highway from there, it takes like I think it takes like 40 to an hour to the highway.
Well, hey, maybe you can actually come across your town because those towns still exist. Excuse me. Those towns still exist in game. I think you just have to get. It's not a spawnable area. You can still find them.
Can you
So you
get
probably actually
work
get.
from there too, like certain towns?
I don't. Maybe I'm not too sure. It's possible.
I love all the fucking like. I like how Luxembourg is a fucking town in this game. Like Luxembourg is barely is just a country with one town.
Yeah. But honestly, out of all the
Yeah,
places
here
you
it
can
is.
go to here,
Torino, Milano, Verona, Venezia uh is in the northern part of Italy. That is part of the game, and then you get like Roma and other cities.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I think bang for your buck. I I can't say that. I'm about to say because I was about to say maybe you get more here, but I don't really know. I don't really know what has more because I mean, again, for a state here is a little. Well, actually, they're a little on par. They're kind of on par to countries. So, if how
As
big a
I've
state is
said
about how big
before,
a country is in Europe. So you're kind of
yeah, okay.
either way,
So
but
I'll say this: when if we play and we start in Britain, we start in Manchester or Liverpool, far from the coast we can.
so you want to try to work in UK mostly.
Yeah,
I mean, because we'll still be able to once we get our own vehicles and everything, we can start doing and
yeah,
get
but like
long hauls unlocked.
no,
We
wait, we
can
start in
start working.
Edinburgh. Why not? We start in fucking Scotland,
Edinburgh,
Edinburgh or Glasgow. Glasgow maybe would be better.
probably Glasgow. I mean, it's. Oh, what you don't want to go to Aberdeen?
Ab-
Cool.
oh my god, Aberdeen feels like it's so. Why is it? Does it feel like it's so like
I mean, some of
early?
those.
Early game,
The
I
thing
feel like
is, I don't
Aberdeen
know
is.
how many of these you could start to, because I don't think all these are selectable. Because some of them you have to discover. Because some of them you have to actually, drive around, and once you discover them, then they become selectable. So, or they become like you can go there for jobs. So,
But
I don't know what all is. So basically, just that northern region of the UK. That's where you want us to start at.
if we can, we start in Scotland. Otherwise, we start in the middle.
Hmm.
Because I feel like then the moment we get a track, we can go north pretty quickly. I wonder if Carlisle is Carlisle in Britain or in England or in Scotland.
I
It's England. Swansea is in Wales and Cardiff. I know this stuff.
England. Yeah, Carlisle's an A1. So
Swansea, I think, yeah, I think Cardiff and Swansea is in Wales. I know Swansea is. I wonder
yeah.
where the worst place would be to start in this game.
Mm-mm. Honestly, I feel like the way this is gonna work out is Evil is probably gonna want me to play more American Truck Simulator because he's been trying to get me to play it, but I needed it 2 hours in order to play it. So again, that's the thing. You play 2 hours, some run thing. I'm good in Euro Truck, so you work on your 2 hours when you get the game.
I mean, I can
Uh,
just use your version.
If it would work for that, but yeah.
I mean, it still
But
counts as a playtime for me.
how would that work though? When you buy the game, would it instantly lock you out
I
of money?
have what?
Because the 2 hour limit. They if you play for 2 hours, you can no longer refund. So it's just like, so what is that? You play 2 hours on my account, then you get the game. Can you not refund
I
it directly after because
Yeah,
of that?
that's a question. I never thought because when you bought me Phasmophobia, I think I tried it a little bit on your.
Yeah. I mean, it could be. It could honestly be.
I think it's from the moment you buy it, like you have 2 hours
Yeah.
playtime. Like,
Yeah, you could play it from when you buy it. Anytime previous doesn't count. I guess.
but then comes the question: does the mod count the moment from you buy it or from the actual play?
Don't know either.
Either way, I'm probably gonna play a lot. Like, because if I get all the, well, I had to buy the game. I had to buy the whole map because I'm gonna buy all the maps.
Yeah.
I had to buy the map booster on the list.
Well, do what you gotta do. But
But
we should go ahead and be ending
yeah,
because
it's like
we are
13
now.
minutes over.
13 minutes over. I mean, a little bit over is not bad. As long as it doesn't go into 4 hours, we're good, or 3:30 likely. But yeah. But yeah, I'd say we had a lot to talk about when it comes to driving some trucks around Europe. So that'll be coming out eventually, whenever he gets the full game
I
and
get
has wants
pay.
more
I get
money.
money in.
Dun, 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 dun,
11 days.
dun, dun. Okay then. Basically, in almost 2 weeks.
First
Then,
day, not this week, but next week after that.
right. Then you'll get, if the 2 hours works immediately, we go for it. Otherwise, he just plays 2 hours on
Daylight
his own time.
saving come up.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, that's how March works. But at least for us. But yeah. So basically doing that.
Oh
And again, I
yeah,
mentioned
that's gonna
before,
fuck up our schedule because you're gonna go forward or not.
yeah.
Oh god. Could be annoying
Gotta
because
figure out
you're
a little
like
bit.
you do it like early. Do you do it at the end of February or
Sometime in March, it's all I know. I think it's like March 8th.
doesn't you do it on
So
a weekend?
I don't know. I think it's just March 8th.
You have like you have the last like in the middle of the night, like last Sunday, March. Yeah. Like
It
at
is
like three.
March 14th.
Oh
So
god.
from March 14th to November 7th. So yeah, March 14th. That's
Yeah.
when it starts.
And then oh yeah, and then we had like reverse because we start later but we end earlier than you.
Mm,
And then we sit there like you're 7 hours ahead of me. I'm like, what the?
that'd be fun. But yeah,
When it's 5 hours, I can go sleep earlier.
I guess. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. When it comes down to it, me and you will likely do the Euro Truck, and possibly me and Eve will be doing American, but I don't know. We'll likely just be playing it to play it. I don't really think you want to stream most of it. Besides, me and him only have like 1 day per week to even do much of anything because of his work schedule. But
Yeah, get a job.
yeah. I'm working on it. I know. It sucks. But yeah, we got all that, and since you usually do all this stuff, I'm doing it this time. So okay then. If you would like to follow us on all of our social platforms, you have Twitch, where I'm just gonna name off your stuff because all my stuff is nexus71c, and I have separate links for Discord and the other things. So I'll get to that when we get to that. But for you, Twitch, we have Sweden Catboy Gaming. His YouTube, that is Sweden Boy Gaming. On Twitter, Sweden Catboy. Yeah,
Twitter is Sweden
I can name
Catboy.
much else now. Yeah, don't really need to mention much else. So if you
It's
want to do
only
any of
YouTube
that,
that is Sweden by gaming at the moment.
his Twitter mostly used to be 18 plus. Now it's just like there's some jokes there. Mainly it's just dinosaur humor because that's all he ever does. I
Yeah,
noticed.
because it's such a good comic. That comic is
Just
so
dinosaur
fucking,
humor comics. So you want little wholesome dinosaur comics? Go for him for
actually
that.
fucking great. But it's still 18 plus because
Yeah. So just be wary. Me, I don't do as much giveaways, retweeting them as I used to. But I mean, hey, if that's your thing, then cool. But otherwise, yeah.
what the fuck happened with that? Like we were so like, oh, turn off notification. It's 18 plus. That was like,
It's like don't turn on notifications. You may get spammed. Now it's just like meh.
like we both just went from like
Just
have
mellowed out.
what happened with us? When did we become normal?
2020. That's what happened to us. It's a fucking shit year. But okay. We had that. Uh okay, so again for me, all of it's nexus71c, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, just look all that up. Also I have my second channel, Animus Reactus, which I'm thinking of some stuff to put on. I don't really want to do reactions much now. I've been thinking of some, but I'll probably just finish the ones I've got, and after that I'd be like, maybe sometime. But
We
I've got other
do
ideas
have
for it.
the idea with the anime stuff.
Yeah. We're considering doing two things. One, we just have to get all the footage together, write the script for the Last Airbender and Legend of Korra stuff. So that's one thing
Right,
we're
yeah, we
gonna be
had
working
that.
on. Sword on the Line is probably the next one, knowing us too. I don't know. There's some other stuff
Do
we're
you
gonna
mean are like 5 hours or so? Hand doesn't.
do. Parts. I mean, we'll split it into parts, probably via arc. Like every arc will be a different video or something. Maybe. Because we'll go in depth instead of just like the little tidbits we had. So
You know, you mean the part where we
Or
trashed the
videos,
whole
yeah.
show?
Yeah. Link back to another episode where we did that. I'll have to remember which one it was. But yeah.
I think it was like the 4 first episodes or something.
I think it was
because-
at least the first 5. I don't remember
Because
which.
we it was at the
4 and
time
3 were
where
the longest.
Alicization just came out.
Yeah, we wanted to do we wanted to do a review. Not really a review, just like a recap. We wanted to
Yeah,
recap
we
everything that
recapped and
happened.
talked about what we felt about that.
Yeah. So anyway, we got all that to do. And Mr. Actus, again, the only reason why that's the name is because it didn't exist. So it was a perfect name. Now I just want something else, but we'll figure that out. I need my own name. Figure that out too. And other than that, we have Discords. Here's my Discord link on Twitch. You know,
Related to
go in the
Sigma.
chat. Yeah. So got that. And basically, if you look at my Twitch bio or my YouTube channel art and description now, it's both in there. And also podcast link for the audio one. I'll get to updating it soon. I've been more focused on editing my videos lately than trying to get those up. So
I don't think I added that
Priorities.
to my own thoughts, so that's sad.
but priorities. I just
Do that.
really needed to, but yeah, that's the audio version of the podcast. It'll get updated soon enough. It just, like I said, I'm focusing on my main videos right now because I really want to get those out. So, which is a good thing to do. But yeah,
Yeah, finally
if you wanna-
content.
yay! After like a year or two of steady content, but what was I gonna say about the part? Oh yeah, if you want a better way to listen to the episodes, then just go through our YouTube playlists. I have one on my channel. He has one in his. Just go whichever one you want to do.
There's one episode missing in mine because I actually upload one.
Mine has the complete that I know of. Some of them get cut off for some reason. I think we had internet issues back then, but they should be good. They had music in the background. This one didn't because I'm experimenting. I want to see how it goes with no music in the background, and I kind of want to get a different track, just like better background music.
Yeah, I think
than
the
the ones
main
I had.
reason was that you grew tired and then you were.
I just don't like the music anymore. I mean, I like synthwave. That's what it is, but it's not that good. Those tracks aren't as good, so I want to find something different. So in the future, music may come back. For now, no. But go watch those if you want to. I won't link the playlist here. Just come to YouTube. It's on the front page of my YouTube channel. Just scroll down. I have the thing played. That's basically it for our plugging. Plugging stuff.
And don't forget
Discord.
to commission him if he wants. He's actually okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say this: if you watch the recent videos to attest my editing knowledge, that isn't really the full extent of what you would get.
You should probably watch like one of videos.
I have a portfolio which I cleared out recently to add the more better-ish stuff. So if you scroll down again, YouTube channel, you see video portfolio. Look there. That's the stuff I like to think is okay or is pretty good. But I can still do better than those. I still have way better. Just I haven't had the content to work with to give me that experience. Or give me that option.
I think the issue is that you get stuck with what you have, then you have the like you have not used someone else on your own.
I just don't have a lot to work with. There's a bunch of stuff I could do. I could do like I can custom make overlays on the screen, like banners that pop up, or like I don't know, just random stuff. I could do a lot of stuff. It just I haven't had the chance to. So give me time. But again, if you ever want, in my YouTube about and my Twitch bio, or not Twitch, Twitter bio, you'll see my email. You can email me there, or DM me on Twitter or Discord. I'm there. You can join my Discord. Here. There we go. We can talk about it. Discuss the prices and such.
And with that said, we will see. Hopefully we're gonna be back in like 1 day or 2 because we're gonna pass more. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actual see too. Yeah, then podcast wise, 2 weeks. Hopefully, we actually stick to the schedule.
But well, it depends what's happening. Like as I said, like the last. So there's not much to talk about it.
Yeah, it's the only reason why we haven't done much. It's just because we don't have a lot to talk about. We barely had anything today. I just threw a bunch of stuff together. I thought, okay, let's do it.
It's mostly because, as I said, this is the first episode.
Yeah, first of the year. I have plenty to work with. But all right, yeah, it is close to that 30-minute mark, so we should really be wrapping up. So thank you all for coming to watch and or listen. Put us in the background, lurk, whatever the heck you're doing. Thank you all for that. It has been 0 days since Sweden Boy has beatboxed. So yeah.